Hello everyone, you are watching the PUBG Mobile Club Open False Play 2020, the Wildcard Region, and we are going through our group stages. And yesterday we saw the teams from Group A and D, and a lot of amazing performances were displayed by everyone. But before moving on towards today's matches, allow me to introduce my co-caster and my co-analyst as well as my co-host. That's gonna be Shadow. So Shadow, you were watching the matches from sideline. We saw a lot of teams stepping up, and from Hell Esports really continuing their dominance.
Yes, Hell Esports is definitely continuing their dominance. But if we talk about other teams, which
Yeah,
I expected would continue their dominance, was 8-bit. Yesterday
yeah.
we saw they didn't had a good start, but the last match they finished perfectly well. They had the chicken dinner as well, if I'm not wrong. So let's hope how teams perform. They have to be consistent, just like Hell Esports and Zeus Esports as well. Zeus was performing really well yesterday.
Absolutely. Zeus Esports have been very, very consistent. And yeah, talking about 8-bit, yes, they kind of best up in the first three matches, but the last map was where they kind of really shone out, but still could not get the chicken dinner over there. There was another team that got it. But right now, let's take a look at the prize pool that we have in front of us, our screens. That is the first position getting $2,600. The second position getting $1,600. Third position is $1,100, and 4th to 16 you get the same $1,100, and 17 to 32nd position you get $1,600. And with this, if you are winning, a lot of possibilities does open up for you.
Yes, definitely. That's a huge amount. Lots of possibilities open for you. And it's not just about the money. It's also about the fame and the recognition which they will be
Yes.
getting. And definitely they will qualify for the next stages. And if they continue that performance, we might see them in the PMPL as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We might see them in the PMPL. And in fact, talking about how things are paired off. Today we have team Hype back in action, I believe. And Hype have been very, very consistent with their kills. But one area that they really have to work on today is their positioning. So, and how do you win all those games? How do you get that prize pool? You do that by earning points. So let's take a look at the points distribution over here. Beg my pardon. For the first position, we have 20 points. It's pretty standard. We've been following this method from quite a long time. For the second position, you get 14. For third, you get 10 points, and so on. It reduces until 11 to 16. You just get that 1 point. And the best part about this points distribution table is that for every single kill, you earn 1 point.
Yes, definitely. Kill points do matter a lot, and we have already seen that the teams getting a chicken dinner are at the second position in the standings as well. Because of the kill points, some teams are at the top. So kill points obviously matter a lot, and teams will definitely work on getting the kill points as well. For now, the position points, I think teams can focus easily to qualify for the next stages of the matches.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what all these teams need to do is try and make it to be in the top 24. Try and get enough points that will secure your spot for the next round. And then onwards, you can improvise your strat. You can change things up a bit. But yes, the teams that are in the relegation zone, so they are kind of in a kerfuffle over there. They are in some kind of trouble. But right now, let's take a look at the groups that will be participating. So we start off with Group A. This is the group that will be sitting out today, but I would still love to read out their names. We have S-Cloud Team, Exodus, Zeus Esports, Centrelink Esports, and Zeus Esports definitely standing out. Even WatchMyGP, they did manage to get a chicken dinner yesterday. Brothers in Arms, GooDBoyS, and 8-bit. So, well, 8-bit had some signs of resurgence, but kind of those last-minute fight mess-ups did result in them not getting that chicken dinner. But moving on towards Group B, we have the players of Battalion 5, Team Hype, BlackTeamMongolia, and Paradox OC.
Yes, definitely. And if we talk about Group B, then we have Team Beer as well, Team OG, Team Black, Team Cosmonaut as well. And if we talk about Black Team, they are also very consistent. They showed a really good performance in the first day matches. And the other teams of Group C are going to be Savage Esports, Fear, NPJ, and Extra Esports as well. NPJ is also a really good team. They showed really good performances in the later stages of the matches. And in Group C, another teams which we have are going to be Team REQUIEM, Team FROMHEAVEN, Team 4U Quest, and Team YOLO.
Yeah, absolutely. While we were talking about NPJ, they did manage to get the chicken dinner in the last game when they were playing. So, but right now, let's talk about Group D. They won't be playing with us either. Melbourne IND, Imperial GG, VelociRaptor, and from Hell Esports. The way that these teams have been dominating, I mean, I was impressed. But following them up will be Nepal Esports, Seal Esports, MT Esports, and Dynamic Gaming. Even we saw the players of MT Esports really step things up yesterday in the final circle when they, went on a fighting spree against the players of Nepal Esports, wiped them out, and Vikendi got themselves a good position and took a very good fight against 8-bit. So today we have the teams from Group B and Group C which are going to participate. So talking about Group B, like we mentioned, Team Black is definitely a team that we must look out for, because they have been phenomenal over the last couple of days that they've been playing, getting all those points for themselves, and being so dominant in the kill arena as well.
Yes, they are dominant in the kills as well as the position points,
Yeah.
both. But if we talk about the other team which need to perform, is going to be Team YOLO. They haven't been performing that well, so it's their day.
Yeah.
Let's hope they might have done some research as well, homework. They were watching the game of the other teams from the sideline as well, so they might have improvised in their strategies as well. So we might see some amazing performance from Team YOLO, Team Fear as well. Team
Yes.
Fear did show some signs of good aggression when they had that fight with FROMHEAVEN Esports Plus in Vikendi. That an amazing fight. So I think we can expect amazing performance from Team Fear as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Team Fear is definitely a team to be reckoned with. But, I do not doubt their kill potential. I love the way they show their aggression. But positioning is one area where they could really change things around. They need to ensure that they have good position in those final areas. You need to be in those final circles. And if you make it to the top 4 or top 5, then there is the chance, the possibility of you winning the game increases tenfold. So, this team has to really work on their positioning, and if they do that today, they are good to go. And there is also another team, if we know, that is Team COSMONAUT. The way they started off, but there's just that one player, Praval, who has impressed me. But it is a team game, and we would be expecting some sort of team plays coming up, and for them to step up.
Yes, they will definitely have to step up, and like you said, Praval, he did perform really well.
Yeah.
And if we talk about the match of Miramar, where they were against the GooDBoyS, I thought if they had a proper backup, if they were giving each other a proper backup, they could have easily taken that
Yeah.
team out in that game. So that also is something they need to work on.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to work on those team plays. But I am really excited to see how these two groups fare off, because we even have the players of FROMHEAVEN Esports and even Team Bear. And Team Bear have been very consistent as well, and not getting any chicken dinner so far. But with the way they've maintained their consistency, they've maintained those kills coming in, and they have cemented a good place in the top 5. So what they can do is really work their way up, and if they play their cards right, they might sit at top 3 today.
Yes, they can definitely sit at the top 3. And if you talk about Team Heaven as well.
Yeah.
Team Heaven, amazing performance from them. We saw them getting 10 plus kills as well in one of the matches. So I think they can definitely do that. And Team from Heaven, I'm expecting amazing performance from this team as well. They can, I think, manage to get a chicken dinner as well if they play their cards right, like you said. So I'm hoping that can happen again.
Yeah, certainly. But one thing that I would love to see is the maps that are going to be played today. We all are very much privy to the fact that we have those 4 maps being played on a daily basis. We start off with Erangel. Like it's mentioned, we have Group B and C playing. If we move on to map number 2, that is Sanhok. So there you have all the same groups playing. Then we move on to Miramar, and then we finish this day off with Vikendi. So right off the get-go, the classic bread and butter map of PUBG Mobile, and that's Erangel. And we know that there are certain changes that will be coming on towards this particular map very soon. We will get to see those Erangel 2.0, where you have a lot of compounds being changed and a lot of different things being reworked. But that is for further days. But right now, let's head on to game number 1 and see how the action pans out.
Yes, definitely. Let's just straight dive into the map, and we can already see our plane trajectory going from Novorap towards Georgia Pool. If we talk about places which are not easily glidable, are definitely going to be Yasnaya, Stelberg, Kameshki, Siverny. We have seen teams going towards Siverny. They like going towards Siverny and Kameshki as well. One of the most underrated places. So let's see how teams go towards that location. They might have to make use of those vehicles, or they can go towards. They might even change their drop locations as well. We have seen Team Savage going towards Primorsk area, so let's see which team goes over there, and I can already see teams dropping in towards Novorap as well.
Yeah, teams are dropping on towards Novoripnoi, and we will have to see as to how this team is gonna play right now. And let's see what happens. As you can see, this flight path trajectory. That's a kind of a common flight path trajectory, generic one. We have seen it across a lot of times, but now we have the players of Team REQUIEM, and they have dropped off at Novoripnoi. Team Fear has gone all the way down to visit Sosnovka military base. Players of Team Bear. So what they are doing is they've dropped off at Milta, but they do already have one of the squads just beside them. We have Battalion 5. And let's see what this team does over here. Meanwhile, Team Black, they have dropped somewhere just beside, the school areas, those small little compounds. Maybe they can also move on to the Yasnaya area. But from the looks of this circle, Shadow, I believe we might see a certain side.
Yes, we can definitely expect a southern side zone as well. And if that happens, I think Team Fear is going to be very happy, and Team REQUIEM as well. If we talk about Team REQUIEM, they are in a 3v1 split. Their solo player is a little far away towards the farm area, and B5 Jerry of Battalion 5 is in very close vicinity to him, so he needs to be a little careful over there. And if we talk about Pochinki, Pochinki is still in the zone, and there are two teams which are contesting for the Pochinki. They are going to be Team YOLO and Team 4U Quest as well. We have seen amazing performance from Team 4U Quest. So Team YOLO needs to play their cards right. They are already at the bottom of the leaderboard. They are not at the top of the leaderboard. So they need to be a little careful. I think they can avoid an early engagement of the fights as well and focus on the placement points. And another team which might engage in an early fight is going to be Team Extra Esports and Team Black Team.
Yeah, Team Black and Team Extra. We might get to see some kind of fight emerging out between these two squads. And Extra, well, they've been decent so far. We've seen some good performances, some bad performances. But in Pochinki, we also have two squads engaging against each other. We have the players of Team 4U Quest. But there you go, Team Extra taking down some players of Team Black over there. Killa has been finished off. But right now, Team Extra, they are in that shelter areas inside the compounds, but we certainly can see a fight breaking down between Team YOLO and Team 4U Quest, and that's it, Pochinki. That's a very interesting place to fight at, and Faker, he has got his eyes on the remainder players of Team YOLO. The moment they are in a bad position, he might just peek out and take them down.
Yes, he can definitely peek out and take them off, as he's just besides that broken wall over there. And that if we talk about the players of Team YOLO, they are towards the Gujarat side of the Pochinki. Let's see how this fight turns out. For now, Faker is trying for some loot. He might go for some more ammos and a level 2 vest and armor as well. And if we talk about Iron Man, he's looking pretty good. He has got two bandages, two first aids, 10 bandages, and a level 2 gear and an AKM as well. And he had just got a UMP-45. I think Iron Man is looking good when it comes down to loot. And if we talk about Team YOLO players, they are still looting away at the Gujarat side of the Pochinki. They obviously know there is another squad as well. So let's see what happens over there. Maybe both the teams decide not to engage in an early fight and just retreat from this fight and go towards the zone, because there's a possibility, like we said, there's a possibility of the southern zone as well. So the teams need to be careful of their rotations as well. They can't lose their players in the early fight. And if we talk about Smith, he is just right there in the balcony, and he has already spotted out Lord over there of Team Quest. He was a little late to take the shots. I think he could have taken him down as well, but as of now he's being a little smart over there. He wants to make sure that when he fires, when he makes that bullet shots over there, he takes down the player, not just reveal his position over there.
Yeah, absolutely. But right now, Smith, that was some good trigger discipline coming out from this lad because you need to take shots when you are 100% sure that you can eliminate your enemies. But by the looks of how things are shaping up, for you Quest, they are making a move right now, and Mosket from Team Bear is taking a few shots onto its sneak, and barely almost eliminated him, and 50% HP is what he will survive on. Marvel is trying to get down to his teammate. Maybe he's just trying to spot down a few other players, and he's kind of overextending. Imagine if someone just parks his vehicle somewhere near to its the squad house areas or those blue compounds, and he can be just caught off with his pants down over there. But as things are, Bear, he might just be in a bit of a pickle because action is right beside him. We also have the players of Battalion 5 making their rotation.
Yes, Battalion 5 are definitely making rotations, so Marvel needs to be a little careful over here. I can already see the players of Team 4 Quest also just in a very close vicinity who are trying to cross that bridge over there to go towards the military base area. We'll have to see, but on the bridge we can already see the players of Battalion 5 as well. Jerry, mini shots, perfect shots are going in, but much damage hasn't been given to the action over there. Let's see if the Team Battalion 5 will be able to take down the players of Team Black over there. But on the other hand, Hype Venom is taking down Savage Ready on the other side, and Beer Ambition is just firing that M416 shots which are not able to connect. Let's see if we'll be able to take down Heli, and yes, Heli has been taken out by the players of Team Beer over there. They might finish him off and get the kill confirmed as well, but they need to be careful of the another squad which is right in front of them. That is going to be Team Battalion 5, and Team Black has already lost one of their more player, that is Heli, has just been eliminated.
Yeah, and that's gonna hurt them. But right now we have the players of Team REQUIEM who are taking the shots at Sneaks over there. But somehow he will manage to survive. But he is looking like he wants to escape. And Sneak, well, he is in a very bad position right now. Gentleman from Team Hype has taken down Questis Lord over there, and Chatney, he's just stepped down. He just thought he might take a few bullets onto its players of Team Black, but no, he has retreated as well. Well, for you Quest, losing out on one of their players, have to be very careful with every single movement that they make.
Yes, they have to be very careful of the every single movement that they make. And if we talk about another team, Black, that is Battalion 5, who have lost one of their player as well. So they are in a tricky situation as well. They might go for a bridge camp as well. I can already see the players of Team REQUIEM doing the same on the other side. And if we talk about the bridge that is at the Novo military base side, there is going to be some action on that other side as well. For now, Team Battalion 5, Jerry is a little split out from his team as well. He's going for loot for the smaller compounds. He might target the smaller compounds. I can already see him. And if we talk about his healings, he has just got 1 first aid and 5 bandages. He needs to have little more healings over there. And if we talk about the players of Team Extra Esports, they are just right at the bridge, and the another squad, Team Beer, is also right at that bridge. There is going to be lots of action happening at the Novara bridge and the military base bridge as well. Team YOLO, on the other hand, is still at the Pochinki. And if we talk about the players of Team COSMONAUT Esports, they are having a very late rotation. They dropped it all the way towards Zerki. So we might see them entering into the zone little later stages of the match. There is a chance of gatekeeping as well. But for now, that team is looking good. There is no immediate danger or a fight going on near to them. So let's see how this turns out.
We certainly have to see how this is gonna turn out, but the players of Cosmonaut, like you mentioned, are going in for a late rotation, so this can go either ways. Either the bridge area will be completely clear, but there is also still a possibility of the circle being on the northern side. We have seen that happen countless times. So right now, the first airdrop dropping off, it's an AWM, and well, team certainly love this weapon, and this is dropped just inside of that huge light poster that we have, and just beside that it has been dropped over here. But right now the players of Team Heaven have spotted down the players from Team Freer and Noodles. A lot of eyes are gonna be on this particular player as to how he is gonna play, because one of those fan favorite players, he has got a lot on his plate right now. He has to live up to the expectations, but Team Heaven, they've kind of covered their flanks, so I like it. There's someone watching the bridge area. Munke alongside Spooky is taking a look on towards the players of Team Fear. So overall, Team Heaven is having a decent outing.
Yes, definitely. Team Heaven is definitely having a decent outing. And if we talk about these hilltops around the military base area, teams tend to hold on to that and have a third party as well. They need to hold on to it very carefully because there is a chance of another team rotating in from your sidelines and might backstab you as well. But for now, the two teams which are holding on to those hilltops are going to be Team Fear and Team Heaven on the other side, but Team Requiem is definitely engaging in a fight and taking down few of the players from another squad. That is going to be Team 4U Quest as well. Team Requiem players are also getting knocked out. They need to be play these cards very carefully because there are going to be 3 squads in that close vicinity. And Team NPJ, they are being very smart. They didn't take the bridge route. They are taking the boat. When you are taking a boat, you have to be very careful because if the team on that bridge area spots you down, you can get easily sprayed down and your whole squad can get eliminated as well. But for now, Team NPJ is not in any danger. They have managed to cross that area, that cross the river area. They might want to hold on, and the teams which are trying to enter into the zone through the water area are going to be players of Team Savage Esports, and NPJ can easily take them down.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is what they are going to do. And that is the exact reason why they are here. But Ambition, in the meanwhile, will be taking down one of those players of Team Requiem. And Mosket, he is healing up Team Bear. They've entered off in a very, very stylish manner. 5 kills already for this team. And, well, a few grenades are being lobbed. But Boss, oh my goodness, taken down by the players of Team Bear. And Marvel also with his grenades. I mean, this is an absolute barrage happening over here. And Team Bear, they are looking so confident. 7 kills already for this team. What an amazing start.
Yes, what an amazing start. 7 kills already, and there are still 14 teams left in the match. And if you talk about players of Team Extra, they are getting knocked out by the players of Team Heaven, or on the other side by an M16. Team Hype needs to be a little careful. They are holding on to that wizard tower, and when you are holding a wizard tower, you have to be very careful of the grenades or a vehicle directly charging in towards you. And on the bridge is definitely going on some action between the players of Team Extra and Team Heaven. Heaven Inky has managed to take down one player from Team Extra on the other side, and let's see how the players of Team Extra, the solo player of Team Extra on the bridge, tries to hold on. He might try to take down the players of Team Heaven as the zone closes. And Team YOLO is already losing out some players because of the Team COSMONAUT Esports.
Yeah, and COSMONAUT Esports, well, I knew that, this can really work out. And Beast, well, he has also eliminated Sagoon over there. And now COSMONAUT, they are in a good position. They just have to make sure that they somehow enter inside the circle and across the bridge. And look at how the bridge has, look at how the circle, in fact, has taken a curveball, completely going towards the right area. So, now what can really be done by the players of Team YOLO or even Team COSMONAUT? They can just go towards the Novo Bridge and they can enter from that side because the traffic is certainly less. But that is what we know. That is what the spectators know. But the players are oblivious of that fact. Blanco, in the meanwhile, he's taking a few kills for himself. But the only thorn right now that are standing in between Team COSMONAUT and the circle is Team Hype. And we know these players are very proficient with their aim, and Exist definitely showing a glimpse of what he can do. Just spraying down, taking down one player, going in for the second, just waiting for them to show their heads.
Yes, definitely he is waiting for the players of Team COSMONAUT to show their head so that he can take them down as well. One player is already down from Team COSMONAUT. Legend is down, and he has got a snowball chance over there for a revival. Let's see Team Hype what they do. They are trying to take down the players of Team COSMONAUT over there, but they have to give priority to the zone as well because zone will be closing in just few seconds, and Team Hype is just crossing that bridge, and the last player of Team Extra is just right in front of them. Let's see if he manages to spray them down or if he will be taken down and will be eliminated from this game. On the other end, Gentleman is still looking at the players of Team COSMONAUT who will try to cross that bridge as well, and Blankus, he will be sprayed down, and Hype Gentleman is trying to spray down the players of Team Paradox OCE as well, but he hasn't been able to manage to give much damage to them, but still he's trying to hold on to his position. He has to give priority to the zone as well because he has to enter 1000 meters into the zone, but still that greed of the kills, and he does manage to take down Parashred 2K from that vehicle, and that kill will obviously get confirmed, but Gentleman needs to give priority to the zone. It's the high time that he enters into the zone, because still it's a approx 1000 meters distance he has to travel. On the other hand, Team Hype is also looking bit trouble, because they are getting sandwiched over here. They are definitely getting sandwiched over there, because right in front of them is going to be another squad, and from the backside, Team Cosmonaut might also try to enter.
Yeah, and this might really hurt them, but Beast, by the looks of him, he is in a bad position. He's in a bad spot. Heavens, Inki did manage to get that knock onto its Gentleman, but Maga, oh my goodness, Provel will be finding him out from the waters and will take him down. But the players from Heaven are not gonna let the players of Team Hype really enter easily. But you know, Cosmonaut, they did a very good maneuver. That was a risky move, but as long as it works, I do not have anything to complain about. Rich from Team Extra did manage to take down the last player of Cosmonaut, that is Provel. And there's kind of misery continues. This was a risky play. We just spoke too fast and just spoke too soon. But now Venom also has to pay attention towards the players behind him. Did manage to take down Whisper, but right now I'm really confused as to what he is gonna do. He's just roaming around trying to bait his opponents. He knows that this is almost a dunzo scene over here. Inkeep will be falling down to the wrath of the play circle, and Turtle will have to take advantage of the situation and have to get that finish onto its Inky and take this vehicle and just get away from here. But no, that's not gonna happen so easily. But Venom, he is more focused on the players behind, has managed to take down Supreme. Carnage is also bleeding out, but Venom needs to heal himself up, or else he just can't get inside the zone. And Spooky, he's making a run for his life. Oh my goodness, Venom, what are you up to?
He is definitely trying to heal up over there, and Turtle has dropped in some more first aids. Venom needs to give priority to the zone very fast, because otherwise he'll get eliminated by the play zone. But I think he realized that. He realizes that he won't be able to make it to the zone, so he's trying to get more kill points in his favor, because he knows the players of Team Pero are also not making it to the zone. So that greed of the kills, the 1 point, he is definitely going for that. But let's see, Venom has already moved in his vehicle and might make it to the zone, but there is a little chance of happening that, because he's a little short on the healings as well. And if we talk about Carnage has just 6 bandages, and I think he will be eliminated because of the play zone. And Paradox OCE will get eliminated at the 10th position at just 10 HP. He can't do anything, and he just got eliminated. You have to give priority to the zone, especially when the zone takes a curveball. On the other hand, if we talk about the players of Team Battalion 5, the players that are just right in front of him are going to be the squad of Team NP. Few grenades are popping in from device, but I don't think much damage will be given through these grenades. And let's see, another squad that can do some damage, or third party, is definitely going to be Team Beer, who are just holding on to the opposite hilltop over there towards the military outer skirts of the military base area.
Yeah.
And Battalion 5 Chutney, there is also chance of being backstabbed by the players of Team Fear as well.
Absolutely, you know, holding on to those radio towers up, they are the kings of the hill, and they've got nothing to fear. You know, that's the best possible position you can be right now in the circle. And Team Bear have had a very, very explosive start in the game. They've already taken down almost like 7 or 8 players, and they've got those kill points. Now they are in the top 7, so a very, very good outing, and they will be the happy man. But Boca G taking down Chatney over here, and Team Fear, they have not really opened up their kill boards over now, but certainly are looking to open it up. But 1v4 from Team NPJ, he will be peppering down a few bullets onto its players of Team Fear, and 3 squads are fighting out amongst each other. We have the players of Battalion 5 who are just below the players of Team Fear. So right now, Nans did manage to spot down Jerry. Chatney was kind of eliminated, and so was Jerry. So the knocks coming in from the players of Team Fear, but the kills are being taken by someone else. And there you go, Water overpeaking Marvel with that amazing, marvelous AWM headshot right on his face. But he'll definitely get that revive onto it himself.
Yes, he will definitely get that revival. So, but this team needs to be a little careful, because Team Beer is looking good, their positioning is looking really good, and Team Fear is also trying to give some damage to the players of Team NPJ. And in the middle of the 2 squads is the solo player of Team Battalion 5. Device needs to hold on to his his position and try not to get spotted, and let the two teams fight, let the two teams get an engaged fight with each other and not make any move. Otherwise, there will be not just one squad aiming at him, there will be two squads aiming at him, and he will get an early exit for his squad as well. On the other hand, if you talk about Team Fear, they might give priority to the zone and will just straight away rotate into zone, and Device not making any sound as of now. He has got a vehicle as well. He can easily go into the zone as long as he doesn't get spotted by the players of Team NPJ. And still Beer is holding on to that, but the zone has taken a little northern shift over there, and the only squad which is in the safe zone is going to be Team 4U Quest over there.
Yeah, absolutely. 4U Quest, another team that have been playing very consistent, being from the African region. I think this team has been impressing us on multiple levels. But right now, the players of Team Fear, they are trying to rotate, but Sneak, he is sneaking over there, and if he manages to spot down Noodles, he is in a whole world of trouble. But Noodles will retreat from there successfully, but he is still oblivious about Sneak's position, and Team Black somehow have managed to keep themselves alive over there, just that one player. So he will have to rely on his trigger discipline, his sense of positioning, and Boka G also being taken down by Marvel. This player has been showing a lot of promising shots with his AWM.
Yes, he's definitely showing some good sniper shots over there using his AWM, but another player from Team Beer who has a bold action is going to be Domika, who is little missing out on his shots as well, because Team NPJ is at the higher ground and they are looking good as well. So Team Beer, who was still now at a good position, has to be careful of the players of Team NPJ. On the other hand, Black Team just got eliminated by the play zone, and Device of Battalion 5, who has managed to get not spotted till now. Marvel has already spotted him out, and he might want to take him down as well. And Boka G, he has managed to get a revival, but he needs to be careful as well because Marvel has spotted him out already. Team Beer knows the location of most of the squads and players, so they might convert it into kills also, as they are already having a 7 kills, and they can go for more kills as well because they know the location of most of the players and the squads on that side. And Device somehow still surviving, and Marvel has already spotted him out. And if we talk about the players of Team 4U Quest, they are looking comfortable. They are in the zone. They might want to hold on to their position. And Team NPJ is also knocking away a few players from that higher ground advantage which they have. They are definitely capitalizing on that and making perfect advantage of it.
Yeah, perfect advantage they certainly have to take. But right now, the players of Team NPJ have spotted down the players of Team Black. I think these are the players of BlackTeamMongolia, the different Black team that we have over here. But NPJ's Nans is definitely going to give that revive onto its water. The push is coming from the opponent players in a while, but he will successfully manage to do so. But yes, like we mentioned, BlackTeamMongolia will not want to overstep, but Team Bear, this is a promising team, but they had to get inside the circle in the right nick of time. And Team 4U Quest, we just have to see whether they are allowing all these teams to enter in. Bokaji has an SLR, which is a very devastating weapon, but someone from Team Fear has to make a push onto the players of 4U Quest, or else things might just go down south, and you have to make that move instantly, and that too very fast. Nance is stepping up, peppering down a few bullets with his DP, but the players of Team Bear are finally making their movement, and 4U Quest might just spot down Ambition, but before he does that, Nans kind of overstepping, kind of taking a few shots onto his Ambition, but Bokaji, now he has to face the wrath of the circle, and there you go, he is getting exploded over there. Device also being taken down. With that, Team Battalion 5 will be biting the dust.
Yes, Team Battalion 5 has definitely been eliminated, and if we talk about Team Beer, they are looking really promising. On the other hand, Team Fear looks in a little bit of trouble as they have already 2 players knocked out, and Hayes just got finished off, and Mr. Alexa Roswell by Team 4U Quest. Grenade on the other hand, 4U Quest is playing really good, and another squad which might be in a bit of trouble can be Team Beer on the other hand, because they have just got a slight cover of that ridge area, and Quest, just look at their position. Fear is in that wizard tower, and Team Beer is just right besides them, so they need to be careful of those grenades coming in from Team Beer on that side. And if you talk about Team NPJ, they have a good hold of that component, but Marvel, amazing AWM shot, manages to take down NPJ Water on the other hand, and Team 4 Quest is just barging into the compounds of Team Fear. Noodles is just right over there. There's a 1v2 situation for him, and he manages to take down the players. Amazing. He got the help of his teammates as well, but they manages to eliminate the players of Team Fear as well. So let's see how Team Quest is performing, because they have definitely got the advantage of the zone as well, and they're trying to eliminate the players of Team Beer as well, as they have given some damage to them. And Faker is still holding on to that Wizard Tower, and I can already see grenades coming in from Team Beer, but I think they somehow overcooked that grenade and it didn't go that well towards the Faker. So let's see how Team Beer performs right now, because they have a good hold of that ridge area.
Yeah, but Team Bear, they certainly are looking very promising. They've spotted down all the players that they needed over here. But NPJ's team, well, they are still on the edges, and now when the circle takes that shift and the seventh circle forms, we will have to see which team gets the advantage, and that goes towards the players of Black Team Mongolia. And now this opens up a lot of possibilities. That compound that they were holding off for so long is definitely gonna be a hell house where all the teams are gonna barge in and just try to take down the players. But you have to be careful from your left inside also. But that is certainly what he did not do over there, and now he is on the receiving end of things. So now let's see the players of Team Quest, what they are up to. Zeno trying to lob a few grenades in over there, and there you go, it does connect, and Mosket will be on the receiving end. This is the calling for Team 4U Quest to just push, and it will wipe out the entire squad of Team Bear. One good grenade can do the job, but do they have one grenade is a question over here.
Yes, that is definitely going to be a question if they have those grenades. But if we talk about the players of Team Beer, they are just entering into the zone, giving priority to the zone, and they have directly slammed in their vehicles in the compounds of Team Black Mongolia over there. But another squad which is giving them trouble is going to be Team NPJ and Team 4U Quest as well, as NPJ manages to take down the players of Team Beer, and Team Black Mongolia just got eliminated at the 4th position. And NPJ is looking really promising, as they are directly finishing off the players of Team Bear. On the other hand, player just spotted out in the open. NPJ is performing really well in the last crucial stages of the match, as they are just going for those kills. They have managed to take the position points, and they are just going in for those kills. Let's see, there are only 2 squads left. That is going to be Team NPJ and 4U Quest.
Yeah, and right now there's a Team NPJ have managed to take down one knock over there from the players of in fact Team 4U Quest, and well, now things are getting really spiced up. We have Team NPJ against Team 4U Quest. It's a 4v2 situation, and well, the players of 4U Quest have to enter inside the circle, and right now NPJ are not gonna let them do that. And there you go, the second knock comes in. Faker going in for that team battle, but for how long is he gonna survive? And even if he does, I think it's impossible to pull off a clutch like that, because all the 4 players are alive. Even if you manage to take down one, the rest of them will just finish you off. And there you go. The Team NPJ really holding on to their position, and we can certainly say it's a back-to-back chicken dinner for NPJ, because the last time we saw them, they did manage to get a chicken dinner, and this time around, they've converted into another chicken dinner as well.
Yes, they have definitely converted another chicken dinner, and this team was very promising as well. And if we talk about it, they were just holding on to their compound for a very long time, and when they got the opportunity, the perfect opportunity, they knew the players have already barged into the compound of Team Black Mongolia. At that point, they just took those kills in their favor. And if we talk about the MVP of the match, it has to be Beer Marble with amazing 4 kills and a damage of 808. Survival time is going to be 25 minutes, and distance covered is going to be 6.14 kilometers.
Yeah, and Bear, this team, right off the get-go, they did manage to get themselves a lot of kills. They had 8, in fact, and Marvel, oh my goodness, the way he was playing his magic with AWM. Very few players have that ability to connect all those headshots in a competitive arena. But right now, let's take a look at the top 5 players, the players that are going to be joining Marvel alongside him. And we have Zeno and even Venom from Team Hype, watching him play after a long time. That makes me feel very warm, very happy. And for NPJ, we have Nance with 3 kills, and then we have Team FROMHEAVEN, Inky. So he managed to get quite some kills over there when the fight against Team Hype was on in the military bridge. So concluding this match, overall how it went for all these teams. So it was a certain shape. Whichever team managed to rotate in quick, and it came down to luck also as well. because had that circle not shifted towards the players of team Black Mongolia, then after that we did see the players of team NPJ making the push, wiping them out, and then onwards they held on. They held on to their fortress that they built, and they did not let anyone in. For Quest, a very good outing from them, managing to take down the players of Team Bear. But apart from that, they just could not enter inside the circle.
Yes, they couldn't enter into the zone. And if we talk about the match summary is just going to be right in front of our in just few seconds, and it's right in front of us.
Ouch.
And if we talk about knocks, it has to be 51 knocks, out of which 42 were the kills confirmed, and total 9 headshot, and smokes and nades below average 97.
This is way too low, Shadow. This is way too low comparing how the circle was, comparing how many teams were like. Because taking a look at the knocks, I can certainly make this conclusion. There are a lot of players were taken down from the play zone, and it was a shift. So the teams need to know when you have a certain circle, at what perfect time you need to make a shift. Either you do it completely early, or you just take some damage from the play zone and then you make a great rotation in. But for ensuring that, you need to have some good healings on your team, and that is where the looting time is of an absolute essence. But things are as they are. Team NPJ again getting those back-to-back chicken dinners. But right now, let's take a look at the game standings that we had in the first map of Erangel. We have NPJ securing the chicken dinner with 6 kills. Team Bear having a decent outing over there with 10 kills and 10 position points as well. Again, being very, very consistent, and so is Team For You Quest. And this time around Team Hype. Again, the same thing that we did see in the first day, the same thing is being repeated. They're getting good number of kills, but the position points is the area they are lacking.
Yes, definitely. They are lacking in the position, but they have the killable. Just look at their kills. They have got 8 kill points. That is amazing. If they little bit work on their position points as well, I think this team is good to go. And if you talk about Black Mongolia, on the other hand, is total opposite. They have a good, decent position points, but somehow they lack on those kill points. So if they perform a little better and get those kill points, either in the initial or the later stages of the match, I think this team can also be little promising.
Yeah, this team can certainly do that. But right now, the players from Team Battalion 5, well, they got good position points, but kill areas they certainly have to improve. COSMONAUT, the same goes for them. What we told for Team Hype, they are getting the kills, but kind of dwindling down on the position points. They could have made an early rotation. They did take the waterway route. They did manage to spot down one of the players, but they were eventually taken down later. But teams that certainly have to wake up, that is Team REQUIEM, Team YOLO, Team Paradox OCE, and Savage. Well, I barely saw this team. You have to be more visible. You need to be more prominent. You need to go aggressive a bit if things are not working for you. Because if this goes on, there are a few promising players. And with the way they started the first day, I thought this team held a lot of, good games for themselves in the future. But they have to wake up from the senses. They have to pull up their socks, and they have to put up a good show.
Yes, they definitely have to do that, and they are left with 3 matches for today. I think we can see them doing that as well. But this, if we talk about this match, the zone tricked the teams. They ditched the teams because of which many teams had trouble. I think the teams who were the traffic that was at the military base bridge, those were the teams which got eliminated because of the shortage of the healings as well.
Absolutely, but right now, let's take a look at the leaderboard and see how all these teams have panned after today's first Erangel game. And there you go, FROMHEAVEN Esports, an absolutely dominating lead over there. 190 points, and the highest chicken dinners. Zeus Esports will be following them without any chicken dinner. They are sitting on the 2nd position. That shows how consistent they are. Team 8-Bit, they've taken a rise at 97 points on the 3rd position. Seal Esports, Wall has been really amazing. They are also looking very comfortable. But WatchMyGP, these were the teams that played yesterday. But talking about teams that played today, BlackTeam, a team that just had that one player alive, and it was Sneaks, I guess, and he could not just survive for too long. But NPJ, they are actually making the move up over here, along with For You Quest.
Yes, definitely they are, and they still have 3 more games. I think by the end of day, if they keep this consistency, we can see them in the top 5 as well. But the teams which are having a little trouble are going to be Centrelink Esports, Team FROMHEAVEN, Team MT, and Team Hype as well. Although Team Hype has little stepped up, but they need to do that in the remaining 3 matches of game as well.
Yeah, they certainly have to do that. But right now, well, these teams are in the thin line, the thin areas that could go either way. So still, it's not too late for a comeback. But if you keep delaying, if you keep things for the last, then you're basically done so. And Team OG, I do not know. They've just played 4 games, I guess, missing out on this game, and the rest of the players. They have to step up. They have to step up big time. They have to prioritize the circle. But right now, we will be heading out for a short little break. And when we come back, we have the next map, that is Sanhok, that will be ready for you guys. So till then, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2020, the Wildcard Region. As the group stages are on, we did witness that first Erangel right off the get-go. It threw a lot of curveballs and confusing the teams as to how to make those final rotations. But right now, we are on towards the second map of today's evening. That is gonna be in Sanhok. So Sanhok, a map which is considered to be very, very unpredictable, way too fast. A lot of third parties are gonna happen. I'm sure. I am excited. What about you?
I am also excited, and the teams we have already been seeing, they are going in for the aggression since day one. They are not being passive at all, and Sanhok is all about aggression. So I think this is going to be amazing match and amazing performance from all the teams.
So Shadow, now I'm gonna throw you under the bus. So I have to ask you to pick that one team that you think is gonna win the chicken dinner this one. Just one name.
Team Beer. I'll
Alright.
have my cards on, play my cards on Team Beer. I think they are amazing. They are in all for aggression and they have good synergy as well. So I think I can expect a chicken dinner from that team.
Yeah, so let's see if Team Bear can live up to Shadow's expectations and mine as well. So with that being said, let's head on towards the map of Sanhok, where the flight path is from Camp Alpha towards Kampong. Pretty even distributed flight path. Nothing here much to worry about. It's in 4x4 map. You can just traverse around. You can go anywhere you want. Even you can go as far as Mong 9. But the teams, they are going to take that drop. I would love to see what really happens in boot camp. Or are we going to get some early game clashes in Paradise or maybe Painan?
Yes, we can definitely see that, but in Painan there is only going to be one team as of now, which is going to be Team REQUIEM, and surprisingly there is no team at Camp Alpha and Hathin as well, and Ruins area as well. If we talk about Ruins area, there is just one squad going there. That is going to be Team Bear, and the zone. The first zone itself is going to give a little trouble to the teams as it has a northern shift, just like Erangel, it has a southern shift.
I don't think it's gonna give a little trouble, but it's gonna give a lot of trouble because look at the cluster we have down south, alright? So now all these teams are oblivious that they do believe that there is someone at Camp Alpha, there is someone on Hathin. The western island, as we speak of, is completely empty. But these teams do not know that. They have no idea. So every single step that they are going to take, they have to be very careful with that. But for all these teams that are going to be rotating from the southern side, from the southern side towards the eastern side, they are going to be in a lot of trouble. But talking about teams being in trouble, we have the players of NPJ going against the players of Team Black. I think that is a fight that we definitely must watch out.
Yes, that is going to be an interesting fight, no doubt about it, because Team NPJ has just got a chicken dinner and we know Team Black also performs really well. On the other hand, the first bloodshed is going to be from Team COSMONAUT Esports. The solo player was very far away from his teammate, and Fear Noodles as well manages to take down the player of Team Battalion 5 as well. The two players who were way too spread out from their teammates has just got eliminated, and you can't afford that in Sanhok.
Yeah, you certainly cannot afford that. And right now, Team Black, well, this is a team with a lot of promises, right? The way they played in the first day, they kind of impressed me. I still remember how dominating they were during the map of Miramar, and they'd been consistent throughout. But today as well, they had a bad day, first game, and you can't blame it because that kind of circle shift, I certainly did not imagine in my wildest dreams. The way it took those shifts, you know, sometime being on the top of the lighthouse, then instantly going all the way down. A lot of teams were taken down in that process. Had the circle still remained on towards the light tower, maybe we could have seen Team Beer getting that chicken dinner. But you know, this is PUBG Mobile, and that is the reason why we all love it. You know, the unpredictability that it brings along with it. But you know, we have on one side Team Black, who are absolute killmongers, and on the other side we have the players of NPJ, who are actually on a streak right now. Now, if they win this game as well, so they are gonna secure a hat trick for themselves.
Yes, they are definitely going to secure a hat trick for themselves. And if you talk about Team Folkwest, they have dropped in towards the boot camp. They have taken a hot drop, but there is no other squad to contest them. But there is a possibility Team YOLO, who is just in the outskirts of boot camp, might enter into the boot camp bootcamp as well. And Team NPJ 1v4 already knows there is a team in Paradise Resort. I can already see the players cooking in for those grenades and again going for that cancel button. They want to be sure. They want to be sure before they reveal their position that they manages to take down one player from the enemy opponent team as well. So 1v4 is trying to hold on to that rooftop as shots are already being coming in from the Team Black on the other side. So 1v4 is safe as of now. There won't be any shots getting connected towards him. But let's see how he manages to take down players of Team Black.
Yeah, we certainly have to take a look at that. But Water, he has a very sneaky angle, and if he manages to connect his shots from there and gets at least one knock, then Team NPJ can actually capitalize on the situation. And 1v4, I kind of like his position, the way he has placed himself on the top of the rooftop. You know, this is classic Wildcard Region gameplay. All the teams love to do that. Everyone loves those rooftops. So every time you're playing against a Wildcard team, you must make sure that the skies are blue, or else, you know, you are dead. So right now the players of Team Black, as we speak, they are also making their own rotations, and it's kind of a stalemate over here. All these teams are trying to reposition themselves, trying to find that perfect angle, but it's still an eerie silence in the Paradise Resort.
Yes, there is definitely silence in the Paradise Resort, but I don't think that is going to stay here for very long because though these two teams, they are already in aggression mode always, so they will definitely go for those kills. But Team 4 Quest is in boot camp, still looting away. I think they will have a very good loot because we all know boot camp, you get amazing loot. On the other hand, if you talk about loot, first airdrop, we got the M249, the machine gun, 5.56 ammo, and obviously level 3 armor as well. On the other hand, if you talk about Black Heli, I think Team Black is retreating from this fight. They are just exiting from the Paradise Resort. Maybe they don't want to engage in early fight, or maybe they are just repositioning themselves. We'll have to see that in the later stages of the match. And if you talk about Team REQUIEM, they are just roaming in the open area. They are rotating away. They have to be careful because I can already see Wolf being a little split out from his teammates as well. And if he gets spotted out by another team during rotation, he will get straight away eliminated.
Yeah, absolutely. And Team 4U Quest is in boot camp. They are actually anticipating a few squads to be making those rotations right beside them. But talking about the teams that are outside, we have Team Extra Esports, we have the players of Team Hype, and that might be a bit late. But right now, oh my goodness, fights have started off. Team Black's Killer will be finding down the players of Team Fear. And Boka G, he is taking a few shots onto its Killer. Noodle's still alive. Noodle's also applying the pressure over there. But Mr. Alex Senior has been taken down. And the misery for Team Fear is continuing as they also have to go in and give a revive onto its Hades. But I don't think that's a nearby possibility because Action, by the looks of his action, he is kind of wanting to go aggressive, get those kill points for himself. He does not care right now at this moment if he even gets taken down because all his teammates are just behind him, you know, trying to give that cover fire. So let's see how this fight emerges out for the players of Team Fear and Team Black.
Yes, we'll have to see how this turns out. Action is already popping in some grenades towards Noodles, and if he manages to connect this grenade, Team Fear will be on a complete back foot as their one player is already down, and if there is one more knock, I think Team Fear will be in a lot of trouble. But let's see, Action is still trying to give some damage to the Noodles. The grenades couldn't do much damage over there, and Action, he might want to reposition himself. On the other hand, Heli will try to gain those HP which he has lost. On the other hand, Buka G just knocked out one player from Team Black as well. So Team Black might want to give revive to their teammate as well. Action will get an easy revival from Heli, and Noodles is also trying to go on a little retreat from the fight, but just get into the cover and get a good position as well, and maybe give revive to the Hades as well. And yes, they have managed to give revive to Hades as well.
Yeah, they certainly have managed to do that. But Hades, oh my goodness, how on earth did he survive? Well, Action, I mean, he could have done things better over there. But it's a good thing that this team decided to kind of disengage because the players of NPJ were in the nearby fray and they were looking to capitalize as well. So Team Black also losing out on sneaks over there. So overall, it was an even trade between both these teams. And they both are unhappy, you know. You always tend to need all your players in the final circles, and just having 3 players means you have a blind spot from one particular direction. So the players of Team Savage, you know, Marga, Relly, G-Way, and DDZZ. So this team had been kind of invisible to be honest. They have not been visible a lot. I had seen T-Man the other day, but today he is not playing, so they are using the subs that they've got for themselves. But as things go on, the circle is trying to shift a bit towards the northern side. And in fact, Team Savage, they are in a good position, and so are the players of Team Battalion 5 and YOLO.
Yes, so are the players of Team YOLO and Battalion 5, and another squad which is at a very close vicinity is going to Team Beer and Team Savage as well. So we might see some action towards that area as well, and Team Black Action is going in for those rotations. They are trying to retreat from this fight. They already know there is a squad. They don't want to lose players at that early of the matches. They know they will get the kill points in the later stages of the match, so they might want to retreat. But another squad which is going to be waiting for them if they take that northern and eastern side rotation is going to be Team COSMONAUT Esports as well. So they have to be careful about their rotations, and Team Hype as well. They are also trying to rotate from the northern and the eastern side of the map. So let's see how that turns out. On the other hand, Team Fear will try to hold on to that compound, and Team NPJ is also looking pretty comfortable in Paradise Resort.
Yeah, they are looking comfortable right now. Team NPJ they did manage to fend off Team Black, but ouch, that's gonna hurt. AWM coming in, and more than the AWM, I would have loved that these players got that level 3 helmet and vest, because let's be honest, Sanhok, AWM, I do not get good feelings from this. Yeah, a few other casters would definitely have different opinions. XP being the one, he loves AWM in every single map. Just give him an AWM in a close range fight, he would take it up as well, like even against an AR without any complaints. But I'm the one who's not a big fan of those big guns. I still love my MK14, but right now, as things are, Slacker, he does not have to slack off right now. He just has to stay in his compound, has got a good, decent high ground advantage for him. So things are going good for the players of Team YOLO. But right now, Lionel has managed to find out Charl from Team Heaven, and he is just trying to pepper down a few bullets. And Charl has been knocked out over there, and now it's a responsibility for the players of Team Heaven to somehow go and try to revive their players.
Yes, Team Heaven has to definitely give those crucial revivals, otherwise the team will be lacking on, will just be at two players down will be there, and Team Quest is not letting them give those crucial revives, as Zeno has managed to take down one more player from Team Heaven. There is going to be the last man, Inky, standing in there. He has to give revive to 3 of his teammates, and Team Quest is definitely trying to put some pressure on Inky on there by trying to give more damage to the Jal, who has been knocked out just beside the tree, and smokes are popping in from Team Heaven. Inky also over there, but I don't think that revival will be that easy, although he has managed to give revive to his 2 of his teammates. One is still down, Jan is still down. Let's see if Team Heaven will be able to give him. I think they can manage it, they can pull it off, they can easily revive Jal over there. But Zeno is in there for a flank. He is rotating away from the left hand side of the map.
Yeah, and there you go again, Munke being caught off guard over there, but Spooky is there at the right nick of time. But if this fight kind of extends on and the players of Team 4U Quest make that flank, I think they are in a whole world of trouble. And Zeno did manage to spot out, but Spooky was the quicker one, and he will be taking him down, eliminate him right off the bat. And Team Heaven, they are very low HP players right now. They need to heal themselves up. They certainly have done that, but the grenade from Lord being lobbied onto the players of Team from Heaven, they'll be taking a bit of damage. But on the other hand side, we get to see the players of Battalion 5 being eliminated, and Spooky, he's been taken down, but the trade-offs come in, and Lord now is on the receiving end. Lionel and Faker, they are the last 2 members surviving, and we just have to see how the revives are gonna come out for this team.
Yes, we'll have to see, but I am impressed by Team Heaven, how they held on to their compound. They were almost at the verge of getting eliminated. They gave revive to their 3 teammates as well, and are still they managed to get a kill as well and put pressure on the players of Team 4U Quest as well. So let's see, Team Heaven is looking really good. I think they can win this fight with Team 4U Quest. But on the other hand, NPJ 1v4 will be taking down the players of Team Savage, as Grey has been knocked out. And if we talk about the airdrop, third airdrop is here with the Groza, 7.62 ammo, extended quick draw of AR, and level 3 gears.
And I love the extended quick draw, 40 bullets and quick reload. Groza is a weapon that could use that. And now the players of Team Quest, they do want to revive Lord right now. They know how important it is. But Nans, oh my goodness, he's got that big machine. He's got the M249. He could just take down this whole squad in one single spray, and that is exactly what he's gonna do. 2 bullets pop, 2 heads pop. And Well, NPJ, they are on a next level right now. Their confidence that they've built up for themselves is on the sky reach. But 1v4 will be taking down the players of Team Savage over here one by one. Turtle also will be finding an exit as he's been finished off. But Team NPJ starting things off, and 2 kills already. Water has been given that revive on, and he's got that first hit. But NPJ, they can certainly do good, even if they get a few more utilities, especially first aids and a few boosters.
Yes, definitely. They can go for those few boosters as well. They are in a little good form. I can already see they have managed to get 2 kills in their favor, and in the map also they are looking at a good position. But if we talk about Team Heaven, they are going to be eliminating the players of Team REQUIEM over there, and there is a solo player again in that compound as well. And I think Team Heaven players will be able to spot him out. But Team Cosmonaut Legend will be taking down the players of Team Paradox OCE, as Whisper just got eliminated by Legend. Let's see if the last player of Team REQUIEM will get spotted out by the players of Team Heaven, as Inky is just barging in that compound. I think they, I'm sorry, I think the player is a little far away. There's a possibility he might not get spotted by Inky as well. We'll have to see that. And there is another squad which is in a very close vicinity. That has to be Team Beer. So there's a chance of Team Heaven and Beer also getting in an early engagement of the fight.
Yeah, there certainly is a chance. But right now, taking a look at how the circle is fading out and how the circle is shrinking, we can see it heading to its hard hit. And Team Bear, they are trying to make a rotation out from Team Hearten, from the area of Hearten over there. Beg my pardon. But we can see a few knocks happening here and there. Team High fighting against Team Black over there. Venom holding on to his plank. But if it delays any further, the players can be third-partied. So right now, Team Hype also has to enter inside the circle. Gentleman is knocked off. Exist did go in for that rev. But Venom still taking a lot of bullets from the players of Team Black. Trade-offs are also going on. Players are being damaged. But right now, as things are, Team Hype, they are making their way inside the circle. And very, very soon, they are going to witness or they're going to have a face-off against their own nation comrades over there. That is Team Fear.
Yes, Team Fierce. There is a possibility of these two teams getting in early engagement of the fight. And if we talk about Team Heaven, they are also looking, they are going to hold on to this compound for until the zone forces them to rotate. And if we talk about Team YOLO is also looking really good right now. But Team Fear Noodles just got knocked out. Let's see if a revival will be coming in anytime soon or not. On the other hand, Spooky is trying to gain those few little HPs which he is unsure of, popping in those painkillers or the energy drink. And on the other hand, Fear is in a whole lot of trouble, because Team Hype Plus are just knocking down the plus of Team Fear, as Hades just got knocked out. And let's see, Gentleman is going in, just directly rushing in towards the Team Fear. And Bukaji, I think he is in a good spot, because I don't think Venom has spotted him out. We'll have to see that. And grenades are already coming in from Team Hype, as well as they are moving towards the squad of Team Fear.
Yeah, and right now Venom just firing those bullets into thin air. But Venom will find that kill on towards Hades, and the fight between Team Hype and Fear is on. But right now, what I'm really waiting for is the shift this time. Where does it go? Does it go towards the left-hand side or towards the eastern side? That is a big question. Team Quest is making their way inside the circle. There's a huge cluster of teams on the southeastern side, and that's where the fight between Team Fear and Team Hype is going on. And well, Team NPJ, how lucky can they be right now?
Yes, they are definitely very lucky, as the zone is favoring them. The only compound which I see in the good compound which I see in the zone, I think Team NPJ already had a hold of that, but I think they are rotating away from that position. And Team Fear is not looking at all good, because there is a solo player snaking in the open area and will get spotted out by Hype Gentleman. And Team Fear just got eliminated at the 13th position. Hype perfectly pushed in, charged in towards the players of Team Fear and managed to get some kills in their favor. And Team Black is looking really good with a total of 7 kills. And Hype Venom, Team Extra just spotted them out, and Hype Venom has been knocked out. Let's see if a revival will be coming in anytime soon or not.
Inky's grenade, that was lobbed to perfection, and Dominga could do nothing but just to watch it falling onto him, as he is now crawling inside that pickup, inside that truck, in fact. But players from Team Heaven, they are looking promising. Players from Team Bear, they have got those compounds, but I don't think anyone would really come for Dominga to help him out. Marvel is also in a bit of a pickle. He has also been spotted out, but still he's inside inside the circle. But right now the players of Team Heaven, if they charge in together, then even Marvel can do nothing over there. But Ambition, he is trying to provide certain cover fire, as the players from Team Heaven are going to finish off his comrade over there, that is Dominga. And the eyes will be on this bridge fight, because this is going to be very, very intense.
Yes, this is definitely going to be very intense, as Team Heaven has a good hold of that bridge area, and I think they can manage some kills in their favor as well. They have got good hold of this position. On the other hand, Team Black Action has just been knocked out by Team Extra, and on the other hand, Team Cosmodrome is also eliminating some of the players, and Heaven Inky, he's just going on for those kills from Team Beer as well. And Savage, just look at him, he's just floating away in that water area, trying not to get spotted out by the players of Team 4U Quest. Let's see for how long he does manage. On the other hand, Team Hype is eliminating the players of Team YOLO, as Deku has just been finished off from Team YOLO as well.
Well, what do you say to Maga at this time? He's the last man survivor, and all he has to do is just hold on the back lines. But right now, Musket will be finding the players of Team Extra Esports. Brendan being taken down already. But as Team Bear, they are in a good position. They have the blessings of the circle. But NPJ, they are looking really promising. Players of Team Black, they are spraying down onto the players of Team Paradox OCE. But Charles, with that headshot, will be taking out Ambition, but he will get that revive. Nothing much to worry about right at this moment. And what Team Heaven need to be concerned about is how to get inside the circle, because the players of Team UQuest also have to rotate. And oh my goodness, look at that shift. And Team Bear, they are gonna be happy people right now. All these teams have to push in on towards them, and Quest will have to use that waterways for themselves. Let's just see how these fights erupt.
Yes, definitely. We'll have to see how these fights erupt. On the other hand, Team Beer is trying to provide some support to their solo player who has been knocked out on the bridge, but Team Heaven will be eliminating him, and with 5 kills, they are looking really good. But Beer Mosket is trying to take down the players of Team Heaven who are on the bridge area. Let's see if they manage to take them down. But Team YOLO Slaker has just been finished off by Hype Exist. But the problem with Hype Exist is he has to enter into the zone. Let's see if he manages to do that. And for how many healings he has, we'll have to see that as well. And Black Heli will be eliminating Team Cosmodrome Prabal over there, and Prabal has just been finished off, and Beer Ambition is still trying to hold on to that compound. Team Beer has a good hold of that compound, and the players who are trying to enter into the zone are going to be of Team From Heaven, and they are definitely giving them some trouble over there. And on the another hand, Team Black is finishing off the players of Team Cosmodrome as well.
Yeah, and the players of Team Paradox OCE are trying to close in, but Team Hype have been eliminated as things stand. Spooky taking down Ambition. Well, Team Beer are in a bit of a trouble, because the players from Team Heaven are already marching down on the enemy lines. But the real fight is happening over here. Lionel has been spotted out by Walker. He will be taking some damage. Has to heal up, because this is the 5th circle. And Mosket, oh my goodness, that prone shot. Oh, how on earth did he manage to clutch it? Mosket, you beauty. That vector coming into absolute usage over here. And oh my goodness, how on earth did he do that? I am surprised and flabbergasted at the same time. But Water will be continuing his domination. Team NPJ, they are doing really, really good at this moment. Lionel taking a lot of damage, did manage to take one down, but got traded off instantly by Water over there. And 1v4 will be finishing off Beast, and Cosmonaut has been eliminated.
Yes, Cosmonaut has been eliminated. They were trying to enter into the zone. There were already 2 teams right in front of them, and play zone is giving problem to the players of Team 4U Quest as well, as one of their player just got finished off because of the play zone. There's a last man Faker standing in from Team 4U Quest, and Team NPJ I think have already spotted him out as well. There is a smoke wall coming in from the players of Team NPJ, and they might be able to take down Faker, but Faker is trying to get some damage to the players of Team NPJ. He has to hold on to that stone cover for as long as possible, because if he overexposes himself, there will be a cover fire coming in from the other players of Team NPJ, and they will instantly finish him off. On the other hand, Team Extra Mara has just been knocked out by Team Beer players, And Beer is taking fight with Team NPJ as well. Beer Mosket is on a total domination right now, and they are left with two players only. But NPJ Nance, he has got that M249. He has spotted Faker. There is a grenade coming in. Perfect smoke wall came from NPJ, and this grenade can do a lot of damage to Faker if it gets connected, and it does manage to give some damage to Faker, but I think he can heal up. But no, Nance is not going to give him that chance, as he's directly rushing in towards Faker and eliminating Team 4 UQuest at the 4th position. NPJ is looking really good.
Yeah, absolutely. NPJ, this team, they are on a dominating spree, and so are the players of Team Beer. But the final circle making the shift, and now the players from Team Bear have to make their way inside the circle. And well, they've heard all the gunshots. The players of NPJ know where exactly Team Bear is, but there is still another player from Team Extra, and we'll have to see as to what Leo can do. But now Bear's Mosket and Ambition have to make their way inside the circle. Team NPJ have formed their players in such a manner that every single movement is visible to them, and they do not even have to, kind of show their bodies to the enemies. And when the enemies are out in the open, they are gonna capitalize on that and gonna take them down. But well, Team Beer have to also be worrying about that last one man from Team Extra. I think they have kind of seen those grenades being lobbed into thin air, and Mosket has to be very careful, as a result of which he is dropping those smokes on his right hand side just to be on the safer side. But the shots are coming in. But Ambition, this time around, he gets a knock onto its J, but he gets traded off over there. And right now, Wax will be finding him off. And 1v4, he is lobbing that grenade, but Leo, he's taking shots onto its Wax. And now what was actually a 1v3v2 fight has kind of shaped into these two teams being on one side. And oh my goodness, Leo doing so much damage, but Ambition taking that grenade right on his face, again being knocked. But 1v4 versus Leo. We've got this 1v1 happening between these two players. And NPJ, a team that was looking so promising, is now at a position where two of their teammates have already been knocked, and one of them has already been wiped.
Yes, definitely. Leo has done so much, given so much damage to the players of Team NPJ. The solo player, never ever underestimate a solo player. But Beer is going to be eliminating the players of Team NPJ and getting those kills in his favor as well. It is going to be a 1v1 versus 1 fight. Let's see. It's so close. It is so close. There's a chance of a heal battle as well. We'll have to see how many healings these players have got. But they have already spotted each other out, so I don't think that will be happening. And NPJ will be eliminating Team Beer, last player at the 3rd position. It's a 1v1 fight, and let's see if he'll be able to get the chicken dinner. Team NPJ, if it's going to be a hat trick of Team NPJ, we'll have to see that.
Yeah, and whoa, Team Extra, did they glitch it? Yes, they have done that. This team from Mongolia, oh my goodness, what an amazing performance. I mean, Leo, 100 marks to him. The way he was just that last man surviving against a whole squad and also against a duo. But still, he did not give up. It was not just that he was just camping there, he was just taking there. He did go for the kills. He did a lot of damage. He dished out a lot of damage towards the players of NPJ. And it came down to a moment where it was a 1v1v1 situation. But if we talk about the MVP for this particular game, has to be Action with 762 damage and 4 kills, 18 minutes of survival time and 3 kilometers of distance covered. So they did not travel too far, but still those damage are very detrimental in him getting the MVP in this particular match.
Yes, definitely. He did give lots of damage to the opponent teams, and has managed to get 4 kills and become the MVP as well. And the team, like you said, Team Extra, Leo, I kind of underestimated him as well. I think other teams as well underestimated, because when it's a solo player, players tend to underestimate that it's a solo player. Other teams have the numbers advantage, but full marks, 100 marks. Well played, Leo.
Yeah, absolutely. But we will also be taking a look at the top 5 players who are going to join Action in the list. And we have 1v4 from NPJ. I'm not surprised at all, of 720 damage. Then we have Mosket from Beer. That clutch over there against Team FROMHEAVEN. That is so commendable. And we also have Mara from Team Extra, 4 kills for himself, and Inky from Team Heaven, a really good push, I must say, when they pushed over from the Hatin bridge towards the other side, and that is where he got the most of the kills, 1 grenade kills on Tominga. But overall, all the teams that made it into the top 4, they played amazing.
Yes, definitely. All these teams played really amazing. The teams which are in the top 4, some aggression was there and something unexpected like Leo. And I was expecting Team NPJ might get this chicken dinner again. It's going to be a trick because of the positioning they had in the map. They always preferred to give priority to the zone. They had a good positioning. I think they could have easily spotted out the players as well. But I think still they played really well.
Yeah, absolutely. With the way all these teams played, the circle today is really dwindling with the hearts of the players. All the time on those extreme sides, Erangel was completely on the southern side, Sanhok was on the northern side. But right now, let's take a look at the match summary to see how the teams did fare off. And there you go, smokes and grenades, 100 into a decent number in terms of Sanhok, 11 headshots, 61 knocks, out of which 51 kills were confirmed. And by the way this circle was shaping out, I would not blame the players. 2 grenade kills, it's a decent outing, and just 1 airdrop looted, and I believe that was the M249.
Yes, that was the M249, and he did use that M249 to a perfect use when he managed to take down the players of Team Savage. Yes. I think that was amazing. They were already low on HP.
It was fearless.
They were low on HP, and he just needed 1 or 2 bullets. In 2 bullets, he managed to take down 2 players as well. That was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And he was just stopping at nothing. But right now, we will be taking a look at the game standings over here. And imagine, had NPJ got that chicken dinner, that would have been a hat trick for them. And this breaks my heart. But, well, Extra Esports, when the time came, they did step up, 7 kills for them, and got that chicken dinner. 27 points out here from this particular map. And NPJ with 10 kills, 24 points for them. Beer also a very decent outing with 7 kills and 17 points. They're on the 3rd position. Black Team, they are also good. They have been consistent, 9 kills. Had they got a better outing, maybe in the top 3, they could have been higher up. So 15 points is nothing much to scoff about. COSMONAUT, finally a good, decent outing from this team.
Yes, definitely. They are trying to step up, and if they continue this, we'll see them in the good position in the leaderboard as well. And Team from Heaven as well, they have got good number of kills as well. They have 5 kills, a little bit in the positioning points as well. They are good to go. For Quest didn't perform that good in this match, but Team Hype is at the 8th position with a total of 7 points, among which 5 other kill points. Team Hype is also stepping up in the kills. They are managing to get some good kills in their favor as well.
Yeah, and taking a look at the teams that are not at the best of their plays right now. We have the players from Battalion 5, YOLO, REQUIEM, Paradox. Well, the misery for Team Fear is continuing. They are getting the kills, but the position points, they are completely lacking on it. And same goes for Team Hype. It's just that Team Hype is in a better position. They're getting some better kills, more kills in fact, than Team Fear, but still the standing are the same. They are on the equal footing where both these teams getting their skills but kind of crapping their pants in terms of position points.
Yes, they have to definitely work on their rotations and the position points, because that will be the crucial factor to determine which teams will be placing at the top in the leaderboard. I think these teams will definitely learn the rotations of the other teams which they need to do, see how the other opponent teams are rotating into the zone and work on their strategies according to that. So that we will have to see.
Yeah, that I'm certainly excited to see. I want to see how this game has brought change to the leaderboards. And with that being said, let's take a look at the leaderboards as NPJ. I anticipate they will be taking a huge climb, and there you go. They have managed to do that. 96 points already, just from 6 games played. And the next game, if they manage to secure even 1 kill, they're gonna cross over Team 8-bit. So, well, taking a look down the line, Extra Esports has also taken a plunge over there. They were struggling, in the first game, but on the second game, they have made a very good comeback.
Yes, they have definitely made a very good comeback, and if they continue that, we can already see them in the top 8 as well. But the teams which need to perform are going to be Team Hype, but they are working on it. Team Hype is working on that. And if we talk about other teams, Team Savage, like if we talk about them, they are at the 22nd position. They did try to step up in this match, but I think they need to continue doing that again. And if we talk about Team Cosmonaut, they have also shown a little better performance in this Sanhok, and let's see how the next two matches turns out for them, as they are at the 18th position with a total of 53 points. And just look at Battalion 5 Cosmonaut and Centrelink Esports, 54, 53, 53 and 52. S-Cloud, there is not too much points difference between these two teams, these 3-4 teams.
Yeah, and well, this is where the teams are in a lot of trouble. Team OG, they've not played a single game today. They've left out on the matches, and well, I think they just called it on themselves. You know, not playing your matches on time, and you are going to suffer. And that is where they are actually right now. And well, losing out on today's matches is certainly gonna have them pushed away from the tournament. And well, all these teams really need to have a good game. Team Extra Esports, that was struggling initially, have finally managed to get themselves a good position this time around, and they're so comfortable. They just need to be consistent just a bit more. But right now, we will be heading out for a short little break, and on the other hand side, we have that exciting action coming in from Miramar. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2020, the Wildcard Region, and the group stages are on. Today we have the teams from Group B and C going against each other, and the first two games have been extraordinarily phenomenal. And every single game we are watching some new winners right now. And in Miramar, Shadow, which is your one pick?
I'm not going to pick any team because
No,
the
you
win.
have to. One name.
Okay, NPJ.
Oh, there you. You know, Shadow is going with the flow. Whichever team is performing well, she's just taking their names. But this time, I am putting my money on Team From Heaven. And let's just head into the game and see whether me or Shadow, whoever is going to win, is going to treat the other with a burger. But, and that has to be a chicken one. So, right now, without any further ado, let's take a look at the flight path trajectory. We have the circle, we have the plane moving from Valdemar towards Impala. And this has to be a disastrous outing for all the teams.
Yes, definitely it has to be a disastrous outing, especially if the zone takes a northern shift. If the first zone is favoring the northern side, then it is going to be a lot of trouble for the teams because they will have to make rotations from the very starting of the match. And I can already see in the last two matches also that zone were favoring the one side of the extreme side of the map. If that continues to happen over here again, I think teams would be anticipating them, considering from the last two matches they would be anticipating there could be a possible hard shift as well. And I can see already teams dropping in over there, and there are two teams which are going to engage in early fights. Has to be Team 4U Quest, because I can already see another squad who has already dropped in towards Valdemar, and there's a parallel rotation, parallel glide going on between Team COSMONAUT Esports and Team Heaven as well.
Yeah, right now, well, you know, with the way the flight path trajectory really came out, the teams would definitely be disappointed. But, that is how it is. The show must always go on, and we might see a lot of vehicular fights right off the get-go, but oh my goodness, what is happening? What a circle. I believe I just casted this kind of circle yesterday when it was going somewhere around Chumasera. But this time, it has a lot of possibilities. Can go around Los Leones, can also be around Chumasera. Minas de Valle can also be a place that we might take a look on. And all these teams this time around, it's going to be a very, very fast-paced game of Miramar, because none of the teams have gone far. They're all inside the circle, so they're just waiting to loot. And since we have 15 teams, just those 15 teams playing, I think the early game might just be a slow game, but then things might just get really interesting. But talk about the game being slow. We have the players from Team Black, and that's Killa, who will get that initial knock onto the players of Team YOLO.
Yes, definitely. He did manage to knock down one player from Team YOLO as well, and I don't think there will be revival coming in any time soon, because Deku will have to cross that open field area to give revive to his teammate. So let's see if he manages to do that. But on the other hand, Team Black is just directly rushing in towards the Team YOLO over there, and they have managed to take down one player, and will be finishing him off with that perfect grenade. Slaker has just got finished from Team YOLO, and Action is just directly barging in towards the solo player of Team YOLO over there, and with that Uzi, I think he will be knocking off that Smith in there. And yes, with the Thompson, Black Killer manages to take him down as well. YOLO Smith has just gone finished, and Shogun is still down. On the other hand, Team YOLO is not looking at all good. Consistently, they have been having bad games, and this match also there is a solo player standing from that team. That has to be Deku, who is trying to retreat from this fight, but it has to be from an open field area. In Miramar, you can't retreat that easily, but he does manage to have a vehicle over there which is working in his favor, and I think YOLO's solo player Deku will retreat from this fight and manage to go to a safe place for now.
Yes, they certainly have to find a safe haven for them. But right now, the players of Team Black, you know, I always kind of criticize all these early action fights, because during the looting phase, if you tend to get into action, you are missing out on those very precious utilities, those ammos, those weapons, those scopes, and a lot of things. And then you certainly have to rotate inside the circle, and it gets very difficult to loot in those competitive arenas where all the teams can just be anywhere. And even if you take someone down in the open, you can't really go in and loot so easily. But right now, Chal has been spotted, in fact, Bokaji, and will take him down with his Uzi. And the misery for Team Fear is gonna continue.
Yes, the misery for Team Fear is going to continue as Jal will be finishing him off with the shotgun. And yes, Team Fear lost one of their crucial players, and Team Heaven is having a good start. They no doubt they have managed to get one kill. Let's see if they manage to take down the other players of Team Fear as well, who are at the lower ground. And Team Heaven has got an upper ground advantage, high ground advantage in their favor. So let's see, Munk is just walking away in the open area, and Spooky has got an M16 and a shotgun. If we talk about the loot, they don't have a decent loot. Some of the players are lacking on that vest as well. Some have got just a level 1 helmet, so they have to go for that crucial loot as well. And if you talk about Heaven, Munk, he has already spotted all the players of Team Fear, and Noodle is barely at the 10 or 15 HP over there. Munk from his M16 is trying to knock him down as well. And if you talk about Fear, Mr. Alex SR, he's trying to take down Jal of Team Heaven with his Carl. Let's see if he manages to do that. On the other hand, Hades just has got an Uzi for him, and just look at the loot. They have got no armor. They can't engage in a close range fight that easily. So let's see what the team decides to do. Retreat from this fight, or just go for the loot, or just go for those kills. On the other hand, Team Quest is a little spread out over there. They are trying to take down the players of Team Beer Marvel's solo player, who has been spotted out by the For You Quest Lionel over there. Let's see if he manages to take him down as well. But his cavalry, his teammates are just right besides the road, so there is a backup also there. So I don't think he will be getting, if he gets a knocked out, I think he will get an easy revival as well.
He might just, but Munke, as things stands, the team that I really vouched in for is in a bit of a trouble early on, and looks like I just have to, pray that team, your team does not get the chicken dinner, or else I'll be a poor person tonight. But jokes apart, we have the players of Team Quest just beside the players of Team Beer. And with the way, Team Beer has been playing, they've been maintaining that consistency. And if they just keep this on, not just in the group stages, but during the semi-finals, and I'd be praying that they get into the finals, because they've been amazing. They've been impressing us so far. And every single arena, in every single aspect, in fact, you could talk about close range fights, talk about those mid-range engagements, talk about positioning themselves. They've been absolutely phenomenal. But as things stand right now, Team Quest seems to surround the players of Team Beer, and Dominga has to keep an eye on Lionel, and he can be the wild card in this fight. He can be that trump card as I speak, but Iron Man will be finding that knock onto its musket, and hell has broken loose for Team Bear.
Yes, hell is definitely broken loose, as Zeno will be trying to finish off that musket over there from Team Beer. But he does manage to give him some damage. Let's see, a revival will be coming in, but that grenade can do a lot of damage to Team Beer. Let's see if it connects perfectly, and I think it will be connected, but no, there was a slight cover, and musket will be getting an easy revival from Ambition as well. And if Marvel tries to reunite with his teammates, Lionel will be the one taking him down as well, because that's an open road which he has to cross, and back-to-back grenades are coming in from Zeno. Musket has gotten revived. I think he has been revived, and he needs to heal up really fast. He needs to gain up on those HPs. And if you talk about Team Extra, they are just right at the center of the zone, and along with them, Team Hype is also right besides them. So these two teams will be in a good position. The next 2-3 zones will be favoring this team as well. So they are looking pretty good, as long as they don't engage in a fight with each other and eliminate the other opponent team. We'll have to see that. On the other hand, Team YOLO Deku is trying to enter into the zone from the western side, and we already have a lot of teams on the western side, and he's the solo man standing from his team. Let's see how that works out for him, because if Team Heaven spots him out, or another Team Fear spots him out, he will be getting an early exit and will get eliminated. On the other hand, Black Killer has just been knocked out. Team Black players also need to perform carefully, and Team Black is at the Pure though. I don't know how he got knocked out, but I think he will be getting an easy revival over there, because no other squad is right besides them, so that will be an easy revival. On the other hand, NPJ is moving towards Los Leones, and we already have Team Paradox OCE in the outskirts of the Los Leones.
Yeah, and Team Paradox OCE, if they manage to hold on to that 5-story building that we have, that kind of becomes really, really difficult for the enemy team to make a push until they've got at least 2 knocks, or maybe make it 3, because you have so many corners in those compounds in Los Leones that you can easily easily hold off buildings. But now we will get a slight idea as to where the circle is going, and it will definitely shift away from Los Leones. So Chuma Serra definitely being a very good position, but the place where the players of Team Fear are, if they proceed just a bit further, they've got that high mountain areas on which they can really capitalize and take the fight. But the players of Team Battalion 5 are already over there, and Team Requiem, I feel they are making a good rotations out there. They are still at Picado. They do not have to worry much, at least until the next circle. They can still hold on. I just hope they've got a good loot for them. But well, Team Extra, they are dead smack in the center. But well, 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 talk about DBS and its usage in Miramar.
I don't think it has got much usage in any of the map, but I don't think. But that level 3 gear will be of lots of usage over there for protecting you from the headshots if the opponent team is using a bolt action. But if we talk about Team Quest, they are at the Valdemar zone has little bit shifted. I think they have to walk just a few meters. But the team that can give them a little trouble is going to be Team Beer. Let's see if these two teams tries to engage in a fight again. But for now, they will have to give priority to the zone. And Team Battalion 5 is looking really good as they are trying to rotate into the zone. And for the northern side, I can see the players of Team Black as well entering into the zone, and the other squad which is in close vicinity to them is going to be Team COSMONAUT Esports, and Lionel still holding on to that bridge area. He is looking really good. If Team Beer players comes out in the open, he can easily knock them down as well. And there comes the M16 shots. Let's see if he'll be able to take down Marvel over there, but Marvel walks away and he tries to get back into that cover of that building over there.
Yeah, and the fight still continuing. I mean, it's already been 3 hours, I guess. All these players are positioned in the same location. There was a bit of a hiccup over there where, one of the players was actually knocked, but Iron Man could not kind of proceed after that. But Mosket, he seems to have been tired of this cat and mouse fight. He just wants to bring an end, but Lionel has got everything in his guitar, and well, Lionel having a good chance, kind of missed out. But Mosket, he is running for his life. He's had enough. He knew that he's taken a lot of damage, but Lionel will get that beautiful headshot connected onto its Marvel, and Marvel has been knocked. Ambition has to go towards his teammate, but before doing that, he has to drop a few pathing smokes, or he might just be in the receiving end as well. But oh my goodness, look at the players of Team Quest. They have made the perfect rotation, and now they've got those two players for them, and they can easily capitalize. But what is Dominga doing on planet Earth?
Yeah, yes, we will have to see what is he doing, because Mosket is the solo player right at the bottom of that bridge and holding on to his position, and Team Quest is just directly barging towards the players of Team Beer and will be knocking one of them down. But Zeno just got counter knocked by Ambition, but his teammate will be just coming in for that backup and will try to take down Ambition as well. But first, the revival is important because Blazone is also giving some damage to Zeno, so that revival will be coming in. But Ambition is directly charging towards the players, and one more player is down from Team Quest over there. But Iron Man is trying to provide a perfect cover fire to his teammate. Let's see if he manages to take down more players of Team Bear who are already at a very low HP.
Yeah, but Lionel, he will find Mosket. That was unlucky. I think that was a wrong move by Mosket on the first place, because you already know that there's someone holding on the bridge lines. You could have just isolated the rest of the players and marched in with your whole squad. But I definitely have to criticize Domingo's position during the entire fight. He was just there in that one compound doing absolutely nothing. And now he's come in for the revive, but it's way too late. Marvel also getting taken down. The second circle getting over. The third circle's damage has already started on these players. And Lionel is looking to end things. But right now he's spraying down not inside the smoke. Getting actually nothing out there from that fight. But then he'll realize that Mosket did not have any first aids. And Dominga, oh my goodness. Well. Going again for that revive. But this time just give some kind of a first aid, some kind of a healing. Do something in this fight, because this fight could have been a Team Bears fight had Dominga just been with his teammate. They could have pushed together. They could have done a lot more things. Just holding on to that one compound. Why will definitely be the question on my mind right now. And well, this time around, Domingue and Mosket both have healed up. Let's see how this 2v2 fight takes place.
Yes, but if you look at the position of Iron Man and Lionel, they are definitely having an upper hand in this fight. So let's see if they will manage to take down the rest of the 2 players of Team Beer as well. And Play Zone is also giving some damage to both the teams. And I can already see Lionel is very short on healings. He has got no healings at all. Iron Man does have one first aid and 7 bandages, but they have to go towards almost 900 meters into the zone and without any healings. So I think both the teams are in a bit of trouble right now. They have to give priority to the zone right now. As soon as possible, as I can already see, they are short on vehicles as well. So let's see, Lionel has just managed to get few of the first hits from his teammate, but that won't be sufficient as there are just 2 bandages, and I think Team Quest will be getting eliminated because of the Play Zone. If they don't do something, if they manage to take down the players of Team Bear and if they are having a healings and use those, then I think Team 4 Quest can enter into the zone. But Lionel has that M16 and will be getting knocked out by Dominic in this fight, and Mosket will be eliminating him, finishing him, and Team 4 U Quest just got eliminated at the 15th position. On the other hand, the players of Team Black are in a bit of trouble as they were spotted out the players of Team Paradox OCE, and a player Black Fury just got finished off by Para Whisper over there. He was way too split out from his teammates, and Team Paradox OCE needs to be a bit careful as another team which is rotating in a very close vicinity to them has to be Team Savage, and I think Mary has already spotted out the players Team Man of Team Savage over there, so he will be a little careful. But Black players are in a bit of trouble. They are getting blue zone damage, and Team Paradox OCE has already spotted them out.
Yeah, and right now, Team Paradox, this is a team that has to step up big time, and they did land at Los Leones. I'm certain they have got a good amount of loot on them, and now they are going towards the players, but look at the circle shift. Well, we've got just a few teams, but Amit Sama from Team Requiem has managed to find out Maga over there. YOLO's Deku is in a bit of a pickle as the players of Team Fear are gonna charge in over there. Manages to spot down a few players, but the cover fire was perfect. And, well, Mr. Alex SR will secure the kill, but Jarl from Team Heaven managed to find Noodles over there. Just the question is he gonna commit? But Whisper, he will use the first aid, still has the Mirado, but the circle, the way it has gone up, it was a curveball. It just went right up the hills over there, and I was always talking about Team Battalion 5 having that hill compound, and there was also another team, that was Team Fear, but they decided to just go down the line. Now they have to reclaim to be on the tippity top of that hill, but we can see some bolt action going on over there. But right now, Team from Heavens, Charles, has managed to spot down the players of Team Fear. He's been doing that for quite some while, and the moment the players make the move, and they'll be just burst down into thin air. And well, the Bucky being utilized. That first knock coming in from Inky. Hades getting taken down. Noodles way too much low HP, and all down below they have got Alex SR, who is actually wanting to stay quiet, does not want to reveal his position. Really, in the meanwhile, have been eliminated by the players over there from Team NPJ. So let's see how the fights shape out for all these teams.
Yes, we'll have to see how these fights shape up, because if you look at the position of Team Heaven, they have got Mumke over here, has got a Car 98, and he has already spotted out the plus of Team Hype as well. And there goes a Car 98 shot, but I think he misses that shot. Heaven plus are just right behind that ridge over there, so there won't be much damage given. On the other hand, Team Savage team and just got knocked out because of the play zone. Let's see Heaven, let's see if Heaven plus will try to take down the plus, and yes, they do manage to take down the plus of Team Fear, as Mr. Alex SR has just been knocked out by Team Heaven. Heaven is looking good. They have a good position. They have already spotted out 2 of the squads over there, and they are already trying to give damage to the plus of Team Fear as well. On the other hand, if we talk about Team Battalion 5, they've got a good hold of that compound area, which they are holding on to it, and they will try to hold on to it, and they can give some damage to the other squads which are rotating away in their close range, like Paradox OC. There goes a M416 spray, and S2K has gotten so much damage, but there is no knock coming in because he just right beside moved into the cover area. And if we talk about Device and Chutney, they still still holding on to that compound. Paradox OC definitely have an height advantage, but the another team which is rotating towards them is going to be Team Black. So let's see how this fight turns out. On the other hand, if we talk about the plus of Team Extra, they are at the lower ground, and Team Battalion 5 is trying to give some damage to the Leo as well, and Leo will need to heal up really fast. He has got the healings, he has healed up, he has gotten those HP points in his favor, but they are in the open area. They have to be very careful of the squad Battalion 5, who is just right in front of them.
Yeah, and Team Hype, they finally got that main man, Gurkha, this time around. And, well, let's see what he can do over here, because he's got a lot of experience backing his shoulders. NPJ have been eliminated. That is a shocker. But Noodles, he is in a whole world of trouble. He just has that one compound for himself. Mujik being taken down from the play zone. If you do not respect the play zone in Miramar, be prepared to be dealing with its wrath. And that is what happened with all these players. But Chatney, he did have that high ground for himself, but has certainly lost out on him. And this might just be the game for Team Black over here. But Heli, as we can see, he is using the M24 to absolute perfection, and has managed to spot down a couple of players over there. Killer has also got his eyes on the players of Team Hype. He's just waiting for the right time to strike. But Black Action, well, he has got to deal with two teams over here. He has got to deal with Whisper, and he is definitely peppering down a few bullets onto them. But the players over here from Action, from Team Black, in fact, have spotted down Blancos from Team Cosmonaut. And this team is certainly looking for some signs of revival, but the push is on by the players of Team Paradox. We will just have to see whether Team Black can really hold themselves up. But Mary being blown up over there. Carnage taking down Gurkha Whitey from Team Hype. And now Team Hype also find themselves in a lot of trouble.
Yes, Team Hype is definitely in a lot of trouble right now, because one of their crucial players, Gurkha Whitey, has been knocked out, and Team Paradox, they are trying to put some pressure. Team Hype is trying to put some pressure on Paradox OCE, as they just finished Carnage from Paradox OCE over there. Gurkha Whitey will get an easy revival, but they have to be careful of the another squad that is going to be Team FROMHEAVEN, which is at the opposite hilltop, and Team Black as well, which is trying to come towards the players of Team Hype, charging in towards the players of Team Hype. Sneak is trying to get some knock from the players of Team Hype, but he needs to be a little careful because they are a little spread out, and Team Black is not looking good at all. Two of their players are down. Killa is just hiding beside that ridge over there in the smoke cover, and Parashred has also been knocked out by Hype Venom. Hype is just going for those knocks from Team Paradox OCE, and S2K, Shred S2K has already been finished off by Team Extra. That kill came in the favor of Team Extra over there with their mini. And if we talk about Black Killer, he has to give revive to two of his teammates. Otherwise, he'll be the solo man standing from his team. But there are other squads which are pushing in from the backside, like Team Cosmodrome Esports as well. And Cosmodrome Legend, perfect grenade coming in from that player. But he needs to give revive to his teammate as well, as one of their crucial player is also down. And they have to be careful of Team REQUIEM as well.
Yeah, right now, but Killer, he's got the whole squad of Team Hype in his radars. He has to play his cards right now. Is not the right moment to smoke. He is trying to bait out players over there, but Jerry, he will be taking down Leo, and Turtle will finish off Mary from Team Paradox over there. But Team Hype, how are they even surviving over here? Drop those Lotus grenades, do something over there. But Action, that grenade might be lobbed into perfection, but Turtle is trying to hold on the flank, has managed to take one down, but Gentleman coming in from the right hand side, finishing off Team Black in style. But Battalion 5, they have to get in themselves inside the circle. Jerry, he's got his eyes this time around on towards the players of Team Extra. Brendan being surviving over there. Turtle being taken down from the players of Team FROMHEAVEN. What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? This is absolute pandemonium.
Yes, this is absolute pandemonium, and Team Hype just got eliminated by the players of Team FROMHEAVEN over here. And just look at the position of Battalion 5 Chutney. He's trying to give some damage to the players of Team Cosmodrome Esports as well. Let's see, one player is already down. Legend has already been knocked out. And if we talk about Team REQUIEM, he might try to get that kill in his favor as well. But Chutney, he needs to be a little careful. He needs to find that cover as well. On the other hand, Battalion 5 Enik is trying to give damage to the players of Team FROMHEAVEN as well. And one player, Chutney, has already been knocked out. Let's see how Team Battalion 5 manages to give revive to his teammate. On the other hand, Team REQUIEM Ace will be eliminating the player of Team Cosmodrome Esports as well. An extra player, last solo player, he did manage to take down Jerry with him, but Device, perfect cover fire coming in and eliminating Team Extra at the 6th position over here, and Team REQUIEM is also trying to give some damage to the players right in front of them, but one of their player, Amit Sana, is already down. There should be a revival coming in, but Heaven Jal is at a total domination. Heaven is looking really good right now. They have a good positioning in the zone as well, and they have got the higher ground as well.
Yeah, they certainly have got the high ground, but Battalion 5 this time around they are looking strong. They've got 6 kills for themselves and have 2 players of them alive. And Amit Sama, he is trying to dish out some damage over there to the players of Team From Heaven, but Jal will be the one taking him down. And Spooky has been spotted out right off in the open, but somehow the cover fire coming in from his teammates, and well, he is taking fire from absolutely everywhere. Device, he is on a low ground. Any single moment Jal can spot him down, so he's dropped that smoke. But the players of Team COSMONAUT, they are surviving that small shed, and Inky will be taking down Amit Sama. And Device, he is still inside the circle. Inky, well, he's too low on his HP, has to instantly heal himself up. 8848 Wolf, he is dishing out a lot of damage onto its Team Heaven. And Team Heaven, oh my goodness, how many fights are this squad particularly taking?
Yes, definitely. They are on a total domination. They are taking fight with so many squads. But the Team COSMONAUT Esports, they have to be careful of those grenades which can come in from the players of Team REQUIEM. As one perfect grenade, and I think this team can get eliminated. But Team Battalion 5 is also looking really good, as they have gotten their eyes on the players of Team REQUIEM over there. They have to hold on to this slight ridge to that cover. But Heaven Inky will be taking down Amit Sana, and he'll be finishing him off as well. But Team COSMONAUT Esports managed to finish him off with that perfect grenade and got that kill in his favor. Team REQUIEM is looking in a bit of trouble right now. On the other hand, Fear Noodles will be taking down Heaven Jal. Team COSMONAUT is also trying to get kills in their favor, and they are taking the kills in their favor again. Heaven Jal kill has just been given to the players of Team COSMONAUT Esports. Heaven Inky is trying to hold on to that vehicle, to the cover of that vehicle over there. Let's see how Team Heaven performs, as they have already spotted out all the squads right in front of them.
Oh my, Shadow, looks like I might just win, and you are gonna treat me right now. But Inky, oh my goodness, oh Monkey, oh you beauty, has managed to take down Device, and Anek is that last surviving member. But Team Heaven, they've got nothing to worry about. They've got that high ground advantage for themselves. Anek is still putting up quite a show over here, being the last man surviving, but still not even flinching before taking a fight. Boss will be taking down Beast from Team COSMONAUT. They are down to just that one lad, Blancos, and he is trying to keep the spray on. Oh my goodness, he did manage to knock one out, but the one that got knocked behind him was taken by another player over there. The grenades coming in from Team Heaven. Oh, they take all the kills over there. And Team Heaven, they are on absolute prowl. And Triple Wolf is kind of knocked over there. And there you go, another spray coming in. The whole squad of Team REQUIEM is now history. And with 3 players still surviving for this squad, Team Heaven is surely looking promising for this chicken dinner. But who stands in their way? That is Team B5.
Yes, Team Battalion 5 does stand in their way. One player is already down from Team Heaven. There will be a revive coming in any time. And yes, there is a revival coming in. Battalion 5, there's a last solo man standing from that team. That has to be Anik. And he has to go for that 1v3 fight. I don't think he'll be able to manage that, as he has already been spotted out the players of Team Heaven over there. And yes, Team Heaven does manage to get that winner chicken dinner with amazing kills as well.
You know, not only Team From Heaven managed to get that chicken dinner, I managed to get one for myself too, and Shadow is gonna treat me to that. And you know, I just made a blind guess, and that is how lucky I am today. I'm so happy. I'm elated right now. But yes, you know, keeping everything aside, let's come back down over here. We have our MVP, has to be Inky, 829 damage, 7 kills for this team, 25 minutes of survival time, and 5.79 kilometers covered. So, well, Shadow, the last circle, how would you tell how the things were? Could you just break it down for us?
If we talk about Team Cosmonaut, they were just holding on to that shack.
Yeah.
If a perfect grenade had come in from the Team Black Mongolia over there, I think they could have easily taken down the players of Team Cosmonaut over there. But that grenade, either they were lacking on the grenades or what, we'll have to ask them only. But I think they could have easily taken down the players of Team Cosmonaut, which they did manage, but after losing two of their crucial players, which they wouldn't have lost if they had those grenades. And if you talk about Team Heaven, I think they were amazing. No doubt. No doubt. Amazing.
Absolutely. Right from Heaven, they were holding on to those high grounds and managed to get that chicken dinner. But let's take a look at the top 5 players of this particular map, and that is Miramar. So Jarl will be joining Inky, followed by Turtle. Then we have Monkey, 3 players already from Team Heaven. That's the kind of domination that they had. But Battalion 5, Anik, he really held on to himself. Even after his teammate was taken down, he did not shy away from a fight. And well, a Team Hype, they did finish off entire squad over there. That was a really amazing finish. But you know, they were kind of unlucky because they were caught with their pants down. They may have gone for the loot, and some other squad just came in and wiped them out. And that was, I think, from players from Team From Heaven. But like we said, this was a very interesting circle. This was a circle that we have not seen very often. And Team From Heaven did capitalize on that. So they did have that higher ground. All the enemies were down below, and they were just waiting for perfect opportunities. What I would really loved about from Team Heaven is that the way they engaged in the fights. You know, they were taking fights from absolutely everywhere, every single direction. And now let's take a look at the match summary as to see how things panned out in this huge map of Miramar.
And yes, the total knocks are going to be 64, out of which 50 were the kills confirmed. Total headshots will be 8, and smokes and nades, I can see a good use of that. 214 smokes and grenades, out of which 5 were the grenade kills, 0 vehicle kills, and airdrop looted has to be 2.
Yeah, just 2 airdrops looted, nothing much to scoff about. Pretty average stats if you talk in respect to Miramar. Because the reason why is that a few of the teams are not playing, and secondly, a lot of teams went down to the wrath of the play zone. But this brings me to a discussion that we did see the team of Team Bear fight it out very early, just down on the southern area. So they could have done way better. They could have just disengaged and could have just gone inside the circle, but they did not do that. But right now, let's take a look at the map standing of Miramar and see how many kills every single team has earned and how much points are they gonna get from that. So From Heaven, 13 kills for themselves, 33 total points from one single match. And two teams definitely I would love to point out, that is Battalion 5 and REQUIEM. They played their hearts out, and these were the teams that were struggling, and now they will find themselves in a good position.
Yes, they are definitely in a good position. They were struggling, like you said, but they are looking good. And Team Hype as well. They have managed to get 6 kills. Consistently, Team Hype always goes for good kills. In this match also, they have got 6 kills in their favor. And another team which we have to talk about, Team YOLO. They are not performing. It is not their day. I don't know. Something this team is lacking. They are getting an early exit. But Team NPJ, I'm shocked they got an early exit, and because of the play zone. Something might have happened. I don't know. But Team Savage Esports is at the 11th position with a total of 4 points.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the way this things kind of changed around, those teams that are struggling are slowly starting to step up. A lot of teams, you know, last time it was around Team Extra. This time we had Battalion 5 and REQUIEM. They are also playing well. Even Team Hype, and they did have a good position points, and they got those kill points as well. But right now, let's take a look at how things have changed in the overall leaderboards. And well, there will be no doubt for the first position. But right now, we have our eyes on our kill leaders. Godless being an absolute god. He does not need anybody. 33 kills. 5,797 damage, followed by Wally. He's an equally good player as well. And White, then we have Inky from our Team From Heaven. They are also playing so well. And Sanchir as well from Team Hell. So we've got a lot of Team Hell players. We've got a lot of Team Seal players. We've got a lot of Team From Heaven players. And there you go. Casper also joining the fray. Zeol, he was very instrumental in his team's extraordinary performance yesterday. Followed by Akshat. Then we have Action from Team Black, and following up him will be Mosket from Bear.
Yes, definitely. Amazing kills from all these players and the kill leaders. I
Yeah.
think they were on a, like you said, like the players of team from Hill Esports. They are going to stay in the kill leaders. They are going to stay. And another player which is giving a tough competition has to be Seal Volley over there. I think he has played amazing in the whole tournament. But first, we'll have to see the leaderboard over there. Let's see the leaderboard and let's directly go towards the leaderboard and see which team is leading. It has to be from Hill Esports with a total of 190 points, followed by Zeus Esports with a total of 122 points, giving a good competition to the Hill Esports players. And if we talk about Black Team, they have really stepped out with a total of 98 points at third position, and Team NPJ as well at the fourth position with a total of 98 points as well.
Yeah, and a team from Heaven, courtesy to this chicken dinner, they find themselves really closing in on the competition. And well, after this game, if From Heaven are a bit consistent, they are gonna tussle over Team 8-bit and just go and get the fifth position for their names. But a few teams have taken the drop, but Battalion 5, they have finally managed to come in the top 16, and they are on the 12th position. Team Hype being consistent over there, but one good game can change things around. COSMONAUT, signs of revival from this team, as they've not been too bad, they've been average, but you know, I'm happy that as long as your graph is increasing, that's a good outing for you. But these are the teams that are in a lot of trouble. REQUIEM was in a very bad position. Now they are in the 24th spot, but they just cannot manage to be here. They have to move up. But these are the teams that are going to be facing the wrath of elimination if they do not step up and amp up their game.
Yes, definitely. They will have to amp up their game, otherwise they will be getting eliminated. Paradox OC did show some improvement, but that won't be enough. They will have to perform really better in the next match as well.
Yeah, they certainly have to perform out of their minds. You know, Paradox, OCE. Well, one thing for sure I can tell is that they somehow managed to be in those final circles, but their rotation is where they can work things around. But we will have all these discussions continuing as we will be heading out for a short little break. And on the other hand side, we have an intense action coming out from Vikendi. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2020 Wildcard Region, and the group stages are on right now. We have the teams from Group B and Group C that are playing. And now, let's not delay any further. Just head down to the frozen tundras of Vikendi and see the action that we are gonna witness. So, overall, today, a lot of things have happened in terms of circle positioning. So, we have seen those drastic circles for all these teams, but taking a look at the flight path trajectory, we have it starting from port towards Milna, kind of a leftwards flight path trajectory. So imagine if the circle goes down to the eastern side, then all the teams are going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yes, they are going to be definitely in a lot of trouble if it shifts towards the eastern side, and that as well, if it's a coastal region zone, then it's going to be a lot of a trouble for the teams. And I can already see the teams dropping in towards the Kriches area, Goroko area. Let's see which teams goes towards the castle, Podvo Vosto or Cosmodrome. We'll have to see that, and I can already see some of the teams gliding in towards the Cosmodrome as well. And if we talk about Team Extra, they have already dropped in, and Team YOLO, I think, will be going in towards Dobro Mestro.
Yeah, and well. This time around, the circle was favorable. Did bless them that this time they did not have any, otherwise intentions for all these teams. So they're not gonna have a lot of trouble. This is a pretty decent circle. Just a few, like 10 or 20%, I must say, is outside this one, is in the waters. But rest of the players have managed to take their drop location. But we can see some fight happening right off the bat between the players of Team Battalion 5 and Team Black. So we have to see as to how they are gonna play this time around. And this is Team Black Mongolia, and Team Extra, they have dropped up over there at Krichas. Team Paradox, they always make their way inside the circle, but their positioning in their fights, their last moment rotations are the cause of demise for this team. But things being spoken, we have the fight here between Team Black and Team Bear.
Yes, definitely. We are seeing an early fight between these two teams. And if we talk about Black Sneak, he has got a level 2 gears, but no healings as of now. He has got an AKM. He's looking good as long as he doesn't take much damage from the opponent enemy team right in front of him. But opponent team, Team Beer players are definitely getting some damage. And Marvel will be getting knocked out by Black Auction over there. Mosket is also low on healings. He needs to heal up really fast. He has got just 5 bandages. And if we talk about his other teammate, that is Doming, he's still holding on to his compound over there. Let's see how this happens. Ambition. He has got no good armor with him. And I think Team Beer needs to retreat from this fight. They need to retreat because they don't have the advantage over here. They don't have any advantageous position or the healings or the loot as of the matter. So I think Team Beer realizes that and they are retreating from this fight. But Team Black is not letting them go because Black Action will be finishing off, knocking off and finishing off Beer Marvel over there. And Team Beer has already lost one of their players and Team Black is still looking very good right now. Heli has got an MP5K and a perfect spray is coming in towards Ambition. And let's see if Heli will be able to take him down as well. Right now he is in a bit of cover, but his other teammate Sneak is just directly barging into the compound and knocking off Beer Dominic, and Beer Ambition will be knocked out by Killa over there, and there is a fist kill coming in from the players of Team Black as well. Beer just got, I think, will get eliminated. They are not looking good at all, and yes, they did just get eliminated at the 15th position as Beer Mosquito just got finished off.
Oh my goodness, that was domination. Oh, Heli, calm down, mate, calm down. You still have to, preserve all those precious ammo. And, I do not know why Team Black was so angry over there. They kind of vent out their frustration on Team Beer. And Team Beer being a very good squad as they are. But I do not know what just happened. They were submissive over there. And, I anticipated a few other things to happen. But that was just Team Black, giving them those warnings to stay away from their territory.
Yes, definitely. They were giving some warning that stay away from our territory. But they have a good start. They are having a good start. Team Black has if we talk about the first day, that day also this team was performing really well. And I can see that happening again. It's good to see the team coming up, team stepping up in the games because it's the last match for today. And they have already stepping up by getting the 4 kills in their favor. And then the team which needs to be a little careful has to be Team Fear because they are spread out. They are spread out outside of the zone. There are already 2 squads in the very close vicinity, one of which has to be Team COSMONAUT, which is at the Cosmodrome. They have taken a drop over there. They will loot, they will have a good loot as well. And if we talk about the players of Team Battalion 5, they are already rotating in around the center of the zone. Let's see, they might want to hold on to another smaller compounds and target smaller compounds for the loot as well. We'll have to see that as the game progresses. And if we talk about the southern side of the map, but first, let's talk about Team REQUIEM. They are at the Podvo Vosto. The team will have no problem entering into the zone as well, as there are no other squad to gatekeep as well. And if we talk about Podvo, there is a good loot, no doubt. There is a good loot which Team REQUIEM will be already having, and I can already see the players having level 3 gears as well. They have got good amount of the healings as well. So let's see if we talk about Team Savage. Really, Team Savage has not been performing that good. So we'll see how this team performs in this match.
Yeah, we certainly have to see as to the performance of Team Savage. The first day they did get a good start, but after that they have been slacking off, and the same goes for Team YOLO as well. And they've been always in the receiving ends. I think at this moment they should just go all in, but Team Fear, they are in a whole world of trouble. All their players being taken down, and this time Paradox being the ones dishing out all the damage, and they are kind of trying to kind of sandwich the players of Team Fear. But Hades and his teammate are gonna be on a move, and the more they are going to delay, the more things might get difficult for them. But Cosmonauts, living up to their name, going towards Cosmodrome area. They could have also taken a few shots onto its the players of Team Fear, but they've decided not to do so right now. They are prioritizing their loot. That's a good thing. But Team B5, again, they somehow managed to get those central areas in the circle. But we are aware, Shadow, that in Vikendi, we get those even shifts coming in. So now the play zone has started shrinking. I'm just waiting where it will go next.
Yes, we'll have to see where it will go next. But Team Battalion 5, I think for the next zone shift, they are going to be in a good spot, as they have already taken the center of the zone. I think next zone will be favoring them, but let's see what happens. But if we talk about the players of Team Hype over there, they are in a very close vicinity to the players of Team 4U Quest. They are spread out. They are in a 2v2 split. So let's see how that fight turns out, because already 4U Quest players, I think they have got an idea. They have got a hint that there is a squad nearby them. And if we talk about Team COSMONAUT, they are still looting away the compounds of Cosmodrome over there. They have got level 1 gears. If I see their teammates, they have got level 1 gears. They are short on healings as well. They have got 20 bandages but no first aids. If we talk about Legend, he's looking pretty decent. He has a Bison and an Uzi. Nothing much good of a loot, but nothing too bad as well. But he needs to get those level 2 gears as fast as possible if they want to engage in a close range fight. And if we talk about Beast, he has a G360, level 1 helmet, 3 first aids, 15 bandages. I think he's looking pretty decent.
Yeah, he's looking pretty decent. And this time around, Cosmonauts, Vikendi, kind of is echoing through their squad name, and they have to get a good performance this time around. It's long coming. I have seen signs of resilience by this team, but somewhere execution and teamwork is where they are lacking. And making those late rotations all the time. If you remember, in Erangel, they rotated late and now are in the and were taken down early. So if they could change things around a bit, try to go for those early rotations, try to secure the central compounds, have a different approach towards the game. If plan A is not working for you, go for plan B. That's as simple as that. And then maybe make a few changes, because the more stuck up on your plans you are, and still having them not executed properly, will somehow bring you down the points table. And so you never realize that you might qualify in for the semi-finals, but that is where your road ends. So to be in the finals, to win this tournament, you have to do everything right. And trying out is a good way. But Benahon will be taking down Shred 2K. Team Paradox again facing a lot of trouble.
Yes, they will be definitely facing a lot of trouble. And if we talk about Team REQUIEM, they had a decent last match. They were performing really good. But another team which is in a bit of trouble is going to be Team Paradox OCE, as Mara from Team Extra will be popping in some Molotovs over there. And these Molotovs can do a lot of damage to the players of Team Paradox OCE. But they are in another warehouse. I think Team Extra don't know the exact location of the players. So let's see how this fight turns out, as almost all the players of Team Extra are at the rooftop over there. They will get a good viewpoint over there. If the team players of Team Paradox OC tries to retreat from this fight, I think they can manage to take them down, which they are definitely trying to do. I can already see them making use of those vehicles over there. Team Paradox wants to retreat in this fight, and let's see if Team Extra will let them do that. On the other hand, Whisper is still over there. He is making use of another vehicle, and Team Paradox OC will be trying to retreat from this fight, but Whisper is definitely getting some of those damages over there. He need to heal up fast. He need to find a little bit of cover, and I think he does manage to get that cover. He will heal up and will retreat and will be reuniting with his teammates.
Yeah, certainly he will be reuniting with his teammates out there, with the players of Team XTR. This is a squad that has a lot of potential. We did see that in those previous games, but what I really expect is a lot of good showing from Leo. He did pull off that clutch in Sanhok, but one clutch is never enough. You have to pull multiple. And why just get into the position where you have to go for those clutches? You can have your teammates alive with you. You can because it's a team game at the end of the day, and if they stick with you till the end, your chances of winnings does increase. But right now, as things are, all the teams are kind of tending to coexist amongst each other, with a lot of squads beside each other, and still there's no fight. And that is how fights happen in Vikendi. They are pretty slow in the start, but once the fifth circle comes in or closes out and kind of takes that curveball, that is where you see the hell-breaking loose.
Yes, that is definitely we are going to see again. But as of now, all the teams are going to be pretty happy as the zone is favoring almost all the teams. I can't see any team outside of the safe zone. They will be holding on to their compounds until the zone forces them. And Team NPJ is also have a good hold of this compound. They are looking good. Another team which is right adjacent to them is going to be Team Hype. Team Hype had a pretty decent last match as well, so let's see how this team performs. But Team Savage, I think they were rotating right besides the compound of Team Hype. Let's see if any fight goes over there. But first, let's talk about the airdrop. There's a second airdrop, and it has got an AWM .300 Magnum, level 3 gears, and a level 3 backpack as well.
Yeah, right now. So let's see how things are shaping out over here. But the players of Team Battalion 5. So their players did have a decent outing last game around. They were in the center. They were enjoying that position. But what is going to be troublesome here is if they get caught off guard by 2 or 3 other squads, if a few squads want to take control over this compound and they are not able to do much, then things might go wary for this particular team. But the players of Team Extra, they're all still alive, they're looking good. But right now, REQUIEM find themselves in the epicenter of all the action that is about to come. But I will not call that center right now, because I know somewhere down the line the circle is gonna take a hard shift, and all these players are gonna be in so much trouble. So we might see the circle taking away tilt towards the areas of Goroka, towards the western side in fact, and Team Paradox might get a chicken dinner, and even Team YOLO. This team has to step up, like I mentioned earlier as well. Well, this time around we have the both Team Blacks, the BlackTeamMongolia and Team Black as well playing. They're just beside each other. They have managed to spot each other down, but shots are not being taken by any of the teams.
Yeah, shots are definitely not being taken by any of these teams. And if we talk about the players of Team COSMONAUT, they are far away at the edge of the zone. They are trying to play a little safe, but if the zone takes that curveball, they are going to have a little difficulty in rotating into the zone. Let's see how that turns out. But teams which are right at the center, they are going to be pretty happy. They will have an easy rotation as well. And I'm just waiting for the zone to shift, because the zone is about to close in just few minutes. And another squad that is a possibility of a fight going on between them is going to be Team Paradox OCE and Team YOLO as well. If the zone takes a northern shift towards the Goroko, the teams which are at the Dino Park area or the Vihar area, they are going to have a little trouble with it, because they will be crossing many teams in their path while rotating to the zone. And I can already see the plus of Team Paradox coming into the compound of Team YOLO over there. And let's see how that fight turns out, because these two teams are definitely going to be engaging in this fight. Team YOLO, who is not looking good at all in the leaderboard over there, they need to win this fight. And Paradox OCE as well, they are also not that up in the leaderboard. There are grenades coming in from Smith, but these grenades are not doing much damage. There's a Molotov coming in from Smith, And what a perfect grenade came from Slacker, taking down the two players of Team Paradox OCE. There's a vehicle blast coming in as well, and YOLO Slacker, the perfect grenadier over here, is trying to create havoc on the players of Team Paradox OCE. And let's see how Team Paradox OCE Whisper hold on to his position as three players are barging in towards him and manages to take him down as well. On the other end, Supreme does manage to take down Deku of Team YOLO over there, but Supreme will be getting eliminated by the players of Team YOLO, and Team YOLO is definitely stepping up by taking these 4 kills in their favor and eliminating the squad of Paradox OCE.
Well, the woes, kind of continue for this team, and well, I do not know what they have to do right now, but all I can say is they certainly are lacking on a lot of skills right now. They have to take those fights together, use those grenades. Their positioning, every single thing was off, and 4 kills coming in for Team YOLO might just give them that morale boost that they needed. But Shadow, on the sidelines, we already have another team joining, and that is Team Extra. And maybe there is a possibility that they can take up a fight with the players of Team YOLO.
Yes, there is definitely a possibility, and by the looks of it, the way the team is rotating in the minimap, I can already see them coming towards the compound of Team YOLO. Team YOLO Plus will be a little bit outnumbered as they have already lost one of their players. It's going to be a 3v4 fight. Let's see how Team YOLO does that. They have already got a little bit of confidence as they have just managed to wipe up a squad that is Paradox OCE. Let's see how this turns out. Will the Smith again pop in those perfect grenades and take down the players of Team Extra? We'll have to see that, but first let's see the airdrop. Third airdrop coming in, and it has got a DBS, but just look at the kill feed. Team Extra players are taking down the players of Team YOLO as one of their players has just been finished by the players of Team Extra. It's an uneven fight. It's a 2v3 fight, and Slacker is already taking too much damage from Mara over there, and Slacker will be getting knocked out by Galaxy. Smith will have to do something. It's a 1v3 fight for him, and he's trying to retreat, gain some compound over there, but no, yeah, he does manage to take down one player, but no, he'll be getting eliminated by the players of Team Extra over there, and they just got eliminated at the 13th position.
I mean, my mouth is cursed right now. What we did anticipate really happened over there. And Team Extra did realize that YOLO were not having their good games, and they realized that they just took a fight, and well, they must be resettling themselves. And this is a perfect opportunity to strike, and that is what they did. And they did not even let them have the momentum or carry it forward. And well, that's the way life is. It's not fair, and you have to deal with a lot of things. But Charles from Team FROMHEAVEN, he's managed to take one player down with his SKS, but Team Savage, they've got to do something this game. They've got to get some good position for themselves, do whatever it takes, but they need to be in the safe zone, or else they might just be eliminated right from the top 32 phases.
Yes, they might get eliminated from the top 32, and they really don't want that. On the other end, Jerry, with that mini, is trying to give some damage to the players of Team Savage, who are just holding on to those little rocks over there, hiding besides them. Let's see how they manages to take this fight, because Team Battalion 5 are having a good cover of that compound. They might want to hold on to there. And Team Savage, let's see how the zone shift, because lots of things depends on this, the way this zone is gonna shift, and how the teams will be taking those crucial rotations. And Team Man is still trying to give some damage to the players of Team Battalion 5, but I don't think he will be able to do that, because Team Battalion 5 players are not peeking out, but they are definitely giving lots of damage to the players of Team Savage, as Mariga just at 10 HP. He need to heal up really fast, otherwise if there is an initial knock coming in, I think that there's a possibility of Battalion 5 rushing in towards the players of Team Savage as well. We'll have to see that as well. On the other end, Jerry, AKM and 4x scope. That is pretty amazing.
Yeah, we've seen this happen previously as well. Teams are using those 4 times on AK. I've seen those sprays coming out from quite a few many players, and a lot of players even love those single taps. That crosshair really does help in finding those headshots. But right now, Team B5. Well, we did witness the circle taking a curveball towards the northern side, and so many teams talk about Team Hype, Team Savage, Team B5. They've got to get themselves in a good position right now. B5 is in the circle, but the remainder, they are going to have some trouble. Well, for the team that are in the center of everything, that is Team Black. They are in a promising position. Team Fear is heading on towards them. And, well, Team Black might be in a bit of trouble, because if the players of COSMONAUTs backstab them or catch them off guard, then things might go south. but the players of Team B, Battalion 5 are in fact charging on towards the players of Team Savage. And this takes me back to World War II, where we had those trench fights happening, and boss will get that one knock. But let's see how Team Battalion 5 is going to engage against Team Savage.
Yes, we'll have to definitely see that, as they were coming out of the safe zone to take this fight. So they seem to be pretty confident over here, and they are confident as they are giving too much damage to T-Man over there, and Jerry will be closing in towards T-Man and will be taking him down as well. T-Man does manage to take down one player of Team Battalion 5 over there, but the other player needs to heal up really fast. Chatne and Anik both are down, and let's see how this fight's turn out. Battalion 5 who seem pretty confident, but Team Savage is not stopping. They are knocking the players of Team Battalion 5 one after the another, and Marega will be finishing off the last player as well, and he does manage to take down Battalion 5 at 12th position. Battalion 5 seemed pretty confident in this fight, the way they charged in towards the players of Team Savage, but Team Savage pretty much held their ground and took this fight very well, and they did manage to take 5 kills in their favor.
Aggression is good. Over-aggression might lead in your demise, but T-Man, I don't think he is going to get a revive after this with the way he was knocked. And, well, yeah, that was a good fight by the players of Team Savage. They held on to their grounds, and it's a sign of resurgence. I can live with that. But Team REQUIEM, they are still on the edges. They've got the players of Team 4U Quest spotted out. And Team Black, they are enjoying themselves. Look at them. 4 points, all the players alive. Same goes for Team Extra. But how long is definitely gonna be the question over here. Team NPJ, they are also in a good position inside the circle. Extra are also playing on the edges. So Team Black is the only team that loves playing on the center lines. But Team REQUIEM find themselves in a kerfuffle against Team 4U Quest. But Team 4U Quest have to make a move inside the circle. But what we can see right now, all the players of Team Savage are falling down to the circle, and just that last player alive. But the question is, for how long?
Yes, we'll see for how long. But Team Savage did step up in this match, as they did manage to get those 5 kill points in their favor. Now it depends on how much position points they are able to get in their favor. And if you talk about the players of Team BlackTeamMongolia, they have a good hold of the compound, or not centrish, but a little off center. I can already see the players at the eastern side, western side, I'm sorry, at the western side, southern western side. I can see 3-4 squads. They might engage in a fight with each other as well. But for now, 4Quest is trying to engage in a fight with the players of Team REQUIEM, as they are making use of those smokes. Let's see if they retreat from this fight or directly charge into the compound, because they are not in the safe zone. They might want to give priority to the play zone over here, and that is exactly what this team is doing. They will directly go towards the safe zone, and they are already in a 2v2 split. Rest of the 2 players might just barge in into the compounds of Team Extra. There is a possibility of them getting engaged, and yes, that is exactly what happened, as Team Extra did manage to take down the 1 player of the Team 4U Quest over there, and another player as well has been eliminated of Team 4U Quest.
Yeah, the Team 4U Quest, I think that decision did backfire on the faces over there. Going in for a rotation till a point was good, but they did not anticipate Team Extra over there, and Team Extra was just waiting. But Lord is still not shying away from a fight, but he will also get taken down over here. But Team FROMHEAVEN certainly looking to capitalize on the situation. Both the Team Blacks have the blessings of the circle. Team Fear is looking very close to the circle, but right now Inky, he's in a bit of a pickle. They're taking a few shots onto the player of REQUIEM, and action will be blowing out Mara over there. And Team 4U Quest have been eliminated, and now we will have to see how they are going to come back stronger on the next days. But Munke, he wants to take this fight. He knows he's got the players of Team REQUIEM under his control. But, at the same time, Shadow, if they delay too long, they are going to be in a whole world of trouble. Amit Sama being taken down, getting that confirmation of the kill. But now pushing on towards the compounds, that is going to be a very tricky decision. And there you go. They are being paid back. And that was an overstep. That was an overcommitment. And you have to pay for it.
Yes, definitely. They were just trying to barge into that compound openly without making use of that smoke. But that is why exactly the player Inky just got eliminated. And Heaven Spooky, the perfect grenadier over her, is trying to take down the players of Team Requiem. One player Ace has already been knocked out and will be getting eliminated. And Team Requiem does manage to get eliminated at 10th position. Team Heaven does manage to come out of this fight, but they lost one of their players, Inky, in this fight. They will have to give priority to the zone as they have to enter 170 meters into the zone. On the other hand, if we talk about Team Black Mongolia, there is a chance of them getting in a fight with the players of Team Hype. On the other hand, Hype Gentleman does manage to take down Black Raisin over there. Let's see if a revival will be coming in, but I don't think that would be that easy to give revive to the teammates over there, because Team Hype already knows one player is down. There might be some grenades coming in from the players of Team Hype as well, but for now the players are playing the TPP game over here as team players are.
Yeah, so right now, let's see what is gonna happen. And Azura, well, he is just dwindling around in those compounds, and well, he has to hold on. He cannot do anything about Ryzen at this particular moment. But if the players of Team Hype, they wanna go in for the push, they can certainly. That option is wide open. One good Molotov, one good grenade, and just go with the push. Take your two players in, and Azura will be helpless over there. Might take down one player, but the trade-off should be perfect. But if you're wrong with your trade-offs, you might be in a whole world of trouble. But Azura trying to go in for that heal, but the sound cues do come in, and there you go. The Molotovs coming in from Gurkha. And Ryzen, he is still struggling. He's just waiting for someone to come in and revive him. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
Yes, that is definitely not going to happen anytime soon. Let's see how Azura holds on to his position. And Team Hype Plus are also not overcoming to this fight. They know there is a solo plus. Still, they are being very careful. On the other hand, players of Team Savage just got eliminated at the 9th position. And Team Heaven and Team Fear are also engaging in a fight. Team COSMONAUT is also engaging in a fight. And Team Extra Esports just got eliminated at the 8th position. And Team COSMONAUT is also in a bit of trouble as Team Hype will be eliminating the last player of Team BlackTeamMongolia. And BlackTeamMongolia exiting at the 7th position. On the other hand, the players of Team COSMONAUT are also in a bit of trouble as they are engaging in a fight with Team NPJ over there, and Team Black is also in a very close vicinity, so there's a chance of a third party as well. But Team Hype is looking pretty good right now. They will easily enter into the zone. They won't be having any much of the trouble. Heaven Muke is the solo last player, and Team COSMONAUT, just look at that. All the three players are just right beside that tree cover, which is never a good thing. All the squad just right beside at one stone or one tree cover, and Praval will be getting knocked out by NPJ Water over there, and NPJ players are aggressively pushing towards the players of Team COSMONAUT and will be eliminating that squad. And yes, they does manage to eliminate 3 of those crucial players. Beast is going to be the last solo player standing in from that team. And Team Black is doing a third party on the players of Team NPJ as they did take down NPJ Nance over there. There are 2 players from Team NPJ as well. And this is a blessing in disguise for Team COSMONAUT Beast. But no, not for very long, as Team NPJ does manage to take him down as well and eliminating Team COSMONAUT at the 6th position.
Yeah, but the troubles are not yet over. NPJ Water, he has to do a lot of job right now. The members of Team Black are going to push in any single moment, but Nance has got that heal up, but with that action is lobbing that grenade into perfection, and that might just connect. But meanwhile, Hades has been taken down courtesy to Venom and will be finished off before he even realized. Sneaks going on Nance, and well, Sneaks, he is on a streak, he is on a prowl, eliminated the whole squad of Team NPJ, and that's the wrath of an MP5K. I love that weapon in Vikendi, and all the players are starting to realize how powerful this weapon can be in that close range fight. But Team Hype again have managed to get themselves in the top 4 position, this time with all their players alive, except for Exist, who is not existing anymore. But with still 3 players, I think that's a pretty good day for them. And Gurkha will find himself knocking down the players of Team Black. Action being on the receiving end, but Munke, he might just spell trouble for this team. Well, let's see what is going to happen. Gurkha has healed himself up. Gentleman also will heal himself up. Right now, Team Black are in a promising position. They're doing good, but Noodles from Fear, he's still alive. But this time around, he has to get inside the circle.
Yes, he does have to get inside the circle, otherwise it will be too late as he has got just 50 seconds in his 50 seconds time in his favor. He has to enter into the zone. Team Black Action has to heal up. He needs to pop in that first aid very soon, and let's see how this team performs as they are having a good position there, but they have to enter into the zone. The team that will be giving them trouble is definitely going to be Team Hype, who is at a very good position. They have got a good formation as well, but if you talk about the last player of Team From Heaven, he might be facing a little difficulty if he goes from a western side rotation. We'll have to see that. On the other hand, Fear Noodles will be taking down the plus from Team Black as Heli has just been knocked out. Let's see, a revival should be coming in. Sneak might get that revive, but Action, he has to hold on to his ground and not let the players of Team Fear just directly charge in towards them. There is a smoke coming in, smoke cover coming in. Perfect smoke cover, I should say that. And on the other hand, Black Killer is just lying, proning away in the open ground, and I think he does manage to spot out the player of Team From Heaven, the last man from Heaven. Let's see if he manages to take down that kill also in his favor. But on the other hand, Team Hype might want to charge in towards the player of Team Black as well. But Team Black definitely have a good position, and they are trying to spray down the players of Team From Heaven, who are just in the smoke cover, and they does manage to eliminate one player of Team Hype as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And Action with his M249. He's not going to stop at anything. Sneaks getting that second knock as well. And with that, they have managed to finish off Team Hype and Team Black. They are going to get that winner with a chicken dinner for themselves with the way they've been playing. 12 kills already before that final squad wipe. And I mean, this is a remembrance of the dominance that they had caused in Miramar the first day they played, and they are certainly continuing the same gameplay. And well, this team has been very consistent throughout every single game, having a decent number of kills, not shying away from fights. And well, Sneaks, why am I not surprised? You know, the way he uses his MP5K, the way he uses his guns, they've had those airdrops, 5 kills for himself, 548 total damage dished out, 5 kilometers of distance covered, and 29 minutes of survival time. That's huge.
Yes, that is huge. He does manage to get those placement points and the chicken dinner, not just the placement point. He does manage to get the chicken dinner and good 20 points and amazing kill points as well. I think this team performed really well.
Yeah, absolutely. Team Black doing everything right. They had the circle, they took those fights whenever they needed to. They had those high ground areas for their advantage. And now let's take a look at the top 5 players and see which are the ones who are going to be joining Sneaks in the kill leaders. And here we have Heli from Team Black. It's all Team Black, you know, all the players. We even have Action, we even have Killer. So I think it's 5, then we've 8, 13, 16 kills chicken dinner from this team, and all their players are in the top 5.
Yes, all their players are in the top 5. This team performed really amazing. Just look at the kills. Look at the number of the kills. They did manage to get a hell lot of kills in their favor. And I'm excited to see the leaderboard as well. At which position this team will be in the overall leaderboard.
I think maybe can be in the second spot or the third, but we have to give a few credits as well to Benahon and Team Extra getting those 3 kills out from this particular play. But, you know, the game of Vikendi was kind of what we expected. It was slow right from the start. A few fights were happening. But right now, let's take a look at the map summary, in fact, and see how things have you know, shaped out in Vikendi.
Yes, 56 amazing knocks, out of which 52 were the kills confirmed. Total headshots were 6. And if we talk about smokes and nades, a pretty average 134 usage of smokes and grenades, out of which 2 were the grenade kills, 0 vehicle kills, and airdrop looted are 4 airdrops looted.
Yeah, 4 airdrops looted, and that's a good number, you know, considering if we compare it to the remainder of the matches that we casted today. 134 smokes and grenades, a pretty average one, nothing much to scoff about. 2 grenade kills. It was all about those last circle fights, right? All the teams going after each other, hunting one another down. The third parties coming in. A few squads were doing good. They just wiped out a squad. Then Team Black, they were absolutely everywhere. You know, the entire map of Vikendi was kind of being, all those kills were coming to their names, and 16 kills is a sign of dominance.
Yes, 16 kills is definitely a sign of dominance. And with that, let's just see at the overall standings of the last match of today. Game-wise standings of the matches today.
Yeah, and there you have Team Black being the first position holder with 16 kills, 36 points for themselves. Second, we have Team Hype with 5 kills for themselves and 19 points out there. From Heaven, they've managed to get decent number of kills, 6 kills. So it was an overall average outing from the remainder teams as well. But Team Black, they were on top of every single thing. But this was a shocker. Team Bear being eliminated at the 15th position, even for you Quest, Battalion 5. I thought they are going to do something, but that was where Team Black made a statement, do not come into our territory, and Beer have got their message received well on their faces with the way they were wiped out. I mean, they were not even scared, they were not even flinching. So that's the way Team Black plays, and that was today. I think it was overall a very good day for Team Black.
Yes, overall it was very good for Team Black, but it wasn't that good for Team Beer, especially the last two matches, the Miramar and this Vikendi. I think they could have done better. They have done better in the previous matches. They have the caliber, they have the capability, they can do it, but they didn't do it in the last two matches.
Yeah, certainly they did not do, and yeah, like you mentioned, we know they have the potential to do that, but right now let's take a look at the kill leaders. I want to see if anyone from Team Black is going to join the competition over here, and yes, we do have action over there on 5th position, but still Godless is gonna reign supreme for a long time, and followed by Wall. Then we have White from Team from Hell, and then we have Inky over there with 21 kills. We saw him in action and he's been phenomenal, and same goes for Team Black's action, 19 kills for his name. And when he comes down, when he comes down to play again, I'm pretty sure he is going to rack up a lot of kills. But, the best part about Team Black, it's not about just that one player. Every single player from that team gets decent amount of kills. And moving forward, we have Sunshade from Team Hell, Heli following him up, Casper, Munke, and Zyol. Zyol has definitely taken a drop over here because Heli did join the fray along with Munke.
Yes, he did join, and the player that is untouchable in the kill leaders has to be the Godless from Team From Hill Esports. He's still leading with a very good margin of the kills. But Team Black, they have also managed to be in the top 10 kill leaders. I think they are performing really well. And like you said, not just one player, or the whole team, just like From Hill Esports, the whole team is really performing well.
Yeah, absolutely. The whole team are really putting their hearts out. And that is exactly how you must play PUBG Mobile, right? But now, let's take a look, without any further delay, on to its leaderboards and see how that last chicken dinner has changed things for Team Black. And there you go, they are on the 2nd position, not even on the 3rd, and Zeus Esports have been toppled over, but From Hell Esports, they are still gonna hold on to that massive lead that they have for themselves. Zeus Esports is on the 3rd position. Team From Heaven have also taken a rise. NPJ go down just a bit, and they've not got much to worry about. 8-bit, they did have a decent outing yesterday, but they can certainly do better. But Team Extra, they are literally taking a plunge. They are rocketing their way. They've managed to come into top 10, and I think this should be the point from where they just start growing up.
Yes, this is the point. They are growing up, and I think it's the start that this team has learned the other players' games, and they are performing really well and improvising their strats as well. And another team which has performed really well in this match has to be Team Savage. They did step up a little bit. They are at the 21st position with 52 points. But if we talk about Team Melbourne IND, they are at the 23rd position with a total of 46 points.
Yeah, absolutely. Melbourne IND, well, I must say, I have not got to see anything out of them. Anything promising. They've got those good position points. They somehow managed to stay inside the circle, but kill areas is where they need to work on. But BlackTeamMongolia, well, they missed out on one game. I do not know why our team's missing out on their games. This is PMCO. I think this is a huge opportunity for all these teams from different regions that are competing in the wildcard region. So, you have to play your games. You must make sure you have to put your all in. Not just play those games, make sure you have all the 4 players, have them practiced up good, know your mistakes, work on them, know how to rectify them, know how to enter inside the circle, watch other teams from different regions, watch the Chinese teams playing it out, watch the Southeast Asian teams, how they make their entry inside the final circle, how they take those fights, what their position are, how the timings are. There are a lot of things, on pen and paper. PUBG Mobile might look like a very simple game. You have to be the last man surviving. That's it. But the process that is required to be over there, to be actually the last team surviving, and with a decent amount of kills, that's a huge, vast process that teams are still learning, teams are still adapting. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived to the close of our show tonight, and I hope you're doing well. I hope you enjoyed all your matches. We will also be coming back tomorrow, same place, same time, and please don't forget to come in tomorrow and support your teams as well. So with that, we will be taking a leave. Bye bye, take care, and happy fragging.